Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth. They ask for the truth, but they can't handle it. They want to remain stupid.
President Obama is a raggedy black supremacist president, and his cowardly enablers would rather kill everybody than stop killing white people. Do you think a person who said that should be appointed or confirmed to the FCC?
I would need to know more of the context, honestly.
Okay. You retweeted the exact same thing, only with President Trump instead of President Obama, and the races reversed. Angry black woman, not a good look, Judge Brown Jackson. You tweeted at Judge Kavanaugh, angry white man, not a good look, Judge Kavanaugh. And one of the things that preserves what little racial comedy and harmony we have in this country is that our leaders don't use that racial comedy and harmony like a toddler who discovered their daddy's gun. You talk about racial issues in a way that will inflame the very worst things in our country. And I fear that if you're given this position of authority, you will use that authority to continue to inflame and to continue potentially even to censor based on some of these ideas.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies!
They're marigolds!
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one!
And his opponent, accompanied by Rob Mann, from Harlem, New York, weighing in at 215 pounds, GMG.
Can't wait to see this one. These two have been waiting for this one for quite some time, and to be honest, so have I.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Farrakhan, why do you think people are so afraid of you?
Truth makes those who are guilty of having deceived the people feel uneasy because they know the truth uncovers a lie and destroys it. Again, there are those who have always feared that someone would come along that black folk would really listen to, that they didn't control. And that would mean possibly the unification of the masses of black people, and this, some fear, as a sign of the end of their power and authority over our lives.
Mr. Farrakhan, why do you think...
Let's get it. Let's get it. Salute squad. What's up, man? Happy Tuesday, guys. What's going on, man? Y'all hit that like button. Keep in mind that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions. We cater to the truth. We cater to common sense. And we do not complicate that, guys. How y'all feeling? What's up? What's up? What's up? So, tonight we dealing with I don't know why it's a touchy subject. You know what I mean? I don't understand why people, they get all serious and they get all in their bag. But tonight, y'all see the title, guys. And I posed this question, you know what I mean? Can a black man thrive living in an all-black neighborhood? And my sisters, y'all can answer that too. As a sister, can a black woman thrive living in an all-black neighborhood? Is that something you want to do? You know what I mean? And why? In fact, I'm going to drop the link. I would love to have an open discussion. You know what I mean? You don't have to join right now. You could wait to see where we go with it. You know what I mean? But I'm going to drop the link. You know what I mean? Just in case, because I know this is one of those subjects where, you know what I mean, there's a playbook running around that everybody run to and they read from that playbook. But guys, pardon me, while we let some more guys scroll on in here, you know what I mean? While we let more guys scroll on in here, let me do things the way I do things, guys. Can I can I do things the way I do things? Do I gotta worry about a motherfucker rolling all up in here talking about how I do things? Y'all know I'm unorthodox, and y'all know I removed the gray area, guys. Like I said, this topic could easily be fixed. Like there's an answer for this topic, this whole racism, and you know what I mean? And guys, keep in mind, guys, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys that ain't no such thing as white privilege, guys.
Okay, this is what we're doing here? You're gonna pull the fucking race card on me. Don't go there. Don't give me the fucking race card right now.
There is a such thing as white privilege, guys. I got it. I got some white privilege. You better get you some, guys. Remember, guys, white privilege is just knowledge and the ability to use that knowledge to scam the poor folks, the victims, the people that talk about white privilege. That's all white privilege is, guys. You got some in you, but you can't seem to stop distracting yourself. So you make yourself a sheep, and you know what I mean? The wolves gonna eat you. Plain and simple, guys. But again, guys, back to the question, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see yourself living in an all-black community, an all-black neighborhood, guys? You know what I mean? Think about it. Ladies, think about it. That mean it won't be no Asian women in there to do your nails. You know what I mean? Won't be no mamacitas, won't be no Dominican women to do your hair. You know what I mean? Fellas, those of you that still fuck with the Cuban barbershop guys and the Spanish barbers, won't be no Spanish barbers to do your lines, your shape ups and shit. You know what I mean? It'll just be all black. All black. Can you handle that? Is that something you could see yourself doing? Exactly. Exactly. D Brown, man. I was waiting for one. I can't do it. I mean, I could do it, but why would I don't want to do that bullshit. So you could scam me, so you could get over on me. That's what I'm saying, guys. Cause think about it. You gonna have to give your information to the black folks. Cause it's all black everything, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, your social security card, you know, like right now, you know what I mean? We so fixated on the white man wanting to do us dirty, right? But the white man got control over all our information. You know what I mean? The white man know where my mama live. He know where your mama live. He know how much is in your mama bank account. And my mama good, she be living. But for some strange reason, me personally, I just feel, and this is all my opinion, guys. You know, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I get that. I could give my opinion, right? This is my show, and you know what I mean? These are my good breads. We here, right? So me personally, guys, I'm not giving my information to no black person, bro. I don't give a hell, bro. I don't have that trust. I've seen what we have done. Look around us, guys. Like, look around us. How many of us is in a black community? How many of us is in a black community that got a little sprinkle dinkle in there? Can you imagine if that little sprinkle dinkle, that little escape, because that's what the sprinkle dinkle, the little mixed races that's in the black communities. Imagine without that escape, guys. How many of y'all could tell me that a black person ever looked out for y'all with nothing in return, just looked out for y'all, that put y'all on to a job, higher job? Think about it, guys. I want y'all to take a long think, right? Who the fuck want to be living around somebody competing with them all day? Didn't I tell you guys, right, that your soil, we are a seed, and we are planted in the soil, right? So if the black community and if us really, really uniting and just trying to shun everybody else that contribute to our community, that, you know what I mean, out, if that really was going to work, then why is it not working right now with the contribution from the other races? You know what I mean? Why is it not working right now? You know what I mean? Because we don't help each other. We all saw you, right? Our seed get planted in this black community. And why is it that ain't none of us ever grow up out the black community? We all had to replant our seed, change the laws of our mind, go the other way from that culture to get some growth, to see some growth, right? Now, a motherfucker will call me and try to tell me I'm a coon for selling the truth. It is what it is, you know what I mean? It is what it is, guys. I'm not even going to play with you tonight. We're going to have this conversation, man.
I can't call you mister. I can't call you sir. I can't say boy. How do I fucking address you? What do you want me to call you?
Exactly. That's how the racists be looking at black folks. That's how the racists be looking at black folks, bro. Yo, let's go on into my girl Candace Owens, y'all. Y'all know how I feel about my girl Candace show. You know what I mean? Let's get on into it.
You could trust Love Dorsey, Candace Owens, but I wouldn't trust the rest of them.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Question of the day, and it's a little controversial. With all of the money in the world, would you choose to live in an all-black neighborhood? I want you to think about that. Whether you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, would you choose to live in an all-black neighborhood? Be honest with yourself. All that and more today coming up on Candace Owens. So yesterday we talked about the pit bull predicament. We talked about the fact that they account for all.
That's crazy, Candace. A little while back, I spoke about that in my community too. I told my Spanish brothers, you know what I mean, to keep their dog on a leash, yo. That it's nothing cute about, you know what I mean, them walking around with their tank top on and the dog off the leash and the fucking dog looking all angry and shit. Like, yo, boy, don't nobody want to hear the shit don't bite, bro. The shit look like it look like it devours. Fuck bite. You know what I mean? It don't look like it bite. It look like it devours whatever it puts its mouth on, bro. Get that shit. Walking around here with the dog all off the leash and shit. You got kids running around. Like, come on, bruh. So yeah, I'm with you on that, Candace, on some real shit. But of course, you know, the NGAs call us bougie. You know what I mean? They got a whole weird way of living. And I don't want to live around that shit. I don't want to live around that shit. On top of the fact, they don't even curb these dogs, bro. They don't even curb these dogs, B. There's a whole back block full of shit. Like, it's, yo, bro.
Over 62% of all dog deaths per year in the United States. And we talked about whether or not we should ban them. And my conclusion was this: I don't care if you keep your pit bull. I'm not going to be calling to ban your pit bull, but I just want you to know that I don't want to be near your pit bull. I don't want to live around your pit bull. And if your pit bull comes at me and my children, well, let me tell you, my children and me are going to survive. I think that's fair. You do you, and I'm going to do me. I think that is a totally fair conclusion.
That's exactly how I feel. I'm putting your dog down. I'm stomping her. I'm gonna make a whole. I don't care. Peter gonna come after me, bro. But it's me. It's my leg or your dog, yo. And I need my leg.
But buried in the comments, a friend of mine, Lauren Chen, had written on Twitter basically that she thought Pitbull people were crazy. And buried in the comments, which caught my eye, was somebody essentially said to her, okay, well, would you say the same thing for humans? As an example, Black Americans representing 13% of the population, and we can actually make that smaller, let's say 6% of the population. Let's talk about specifically Black men account for 51% of all of the murders in America. That is a fact. It is a fact that people get very angry when you say it. For some reason, you have to pretend that's not true. They go.
Yeah, fake is the new real now, Candace. And it's like Black people got this code of honor thing where they gotta cling and hide bullshit. That's where the cat litter come in at. When you hear me talk about cat litter and how NGAs is trained to dig in that cat litter and hide it, like, bro, hiding it is not helping it. It's not fixing it. It's not changing it so that we can really be proud and stand on our shit as Black men and women. No, we hide this shit while we continue to perpetuate it in public. Like, if people can't see it, like, it's like playing peekaboo with your fucking fingers halfway open, all the way open on your eyes. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Really?
Oh, well, it doesn't matter because they're killing other Black people. That's their argument. White people kill white people, Black people kill Black people. Okay, yes, but we are the most murderous group in America, despite only representing 6% of the population. You are accounting for over 51% of all of the murders, Black men. We also account for 50% of all of the robberies. These are stunning numbers, and we should be.
Those are the numbers. Those are the numbers. Those are the numbers, bro. They're not feelings. Feelings are not facts. Those are not my opinions. Those are the numbers. You know what I mean? Those are the numbers.
Able to talk about them in a way that is honest and in a way in which we can fix those issues, but we're not allowed to, because if you do, and you're a Black person like me, well, you get accused of being a Black white supremacist because people are really smart on the internet. That's why you get accused of being a Black white supremacist. But also the real reason is because they don't want to actually fix these issues. So since
that's a fact. And guess who raised them? Guess who raised them? Because who runs the Black community, yo? Who gonna run that community that they want us all to be in? Remember, I asked y'all, remember to keep that question in your mind. Would you want to live in a all Black neighborhood with all Black people, whole Black community? You know who gonna run that. You know who gonna run that, and you know who gave birth to all of them little weaklings. Them little sassy men running around there hiding, digging. They're about elbow deep in the cat litter trying to hide their mother's bullshit. Guys?
These issues are not getting fixed because we refuse to talk about them realistically by examining what's behind these issues, being the fact that Black Americans have a broken down family, and broken down families, fatherless absence, leads to high crime societies.
And that's a fact. And that's the whole thing. You can't call those stats and facts out and still on the other end be promoting this single mother shit. Remember, they treat the single mother like she the hero. You know what I mean? They don't promote the woman that dug it out with a man that got a husband. They don't promote the married woman. They don't promote the housewife. They promote the single hell of a mothers. So how can they promote that and then allow this information or that fact to be addressed? That is the fact right there. That's the problem right there. And the generations ahead will be fucked up if we never address that problem right there. And everybody know it. And it's sad. Everybody know it. Hold on, Candace. We're going to come back to you, Candace. Let's get right here.
78% of black husbands were in their homes, married to the mother of their children, when they started the social engineering of the welfare state. Fast forward 50 years, 78% of black children are being raised in single-headed households. This is destruction personified.
Facts, bro. I don't want to live nowhere where they teach hate, guys. They teach hate. And you got to remember, guys, we'll be doing a video on this. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Might be tomorrow morning. I might do this, yo, because the black community governs poverty, bro. Along with democracy, it governs poverty, bro. That's how the rich get rich. The poor stay poor. And then they blame the same people that's keeping them poor, but they working with them. You know what I mean? And that's when I say them, remember, guys, I'm talking about the elites. Know which white person to hate. See, if you did some research and if you got up off that television, then you will know. You will know the Karens and the Beckys and the you know what I mean? You will know. The same way you don't want us to identify every black woman as a Keisha and as a Tasha, it's the same thing, guys. Evil is in colors, all colors. It's good versus evil. Y'all playing the crayon game. Y'all want to play the crayon game because y'all done already gave up at life. Y'all already gave up at participating. So it's just easier to sit there and be a spectator. That's what spectators do. Talking about white privilege all day. You better get you some white privilege and stop being stupid.
Crime neighborhoods. It is why the people that represent crime the lowest are Asian Americans, because they have their families together, right? The families that stay married the most in this country by rate are Asian Americans. So
they got the least hell of a mothers. They got the least amount of single hell of a mothers. So their crime rate with them, amongst them killing each other, is down. They have structure. They have structure.
there is a direct correlation there that nobody wants to talk about. Instead, they want to go racism. It's racist if you arrest and imprison a black man after he has murdered another black man. I don't know. It's not my logic. It's theirs. But it does beg the question, how do you respond to that truth? How do you respond to the fact that a small portion of the population, black men, are accounting for 51% of all murders in this nation? Would you want to live near black men? Again, I'm asking the question. I don't have the answer, but I can tell you that I'm talking about this because Scott Adams is the creator of the comic strip Dilbert, has landed himself into hot water, and he is being branded a racist for warning other white people to, quote, get the F away from black people. Not only has he said this, he is also doubling down on his beliefs. Now, because of this statement, Gannett, the largest newspaper publisher in the U.S., said it's going to now stop publishing his comic immediately following his remarks because, well, he's a racist. Now, let's listen to Scott Adams in his...
Hold on, before we get to Scott Adams, this is a sad day we live in, yo. The truth is racist, yo. You say the truth is racist, yo. That's sad, yo. That's fucking sad. I get on here, right? I get on here, and what I tell y'all, yo, what I say, I say, stay away from these niggas, B, right? I say, get away from these niggas. There's two types of black men. You got brothers and you got niggas. Stay away from the niggas. Now, because I'm black, you know what I mean? It's still the truth, guys. Like, it's the truth.
His own words.
So if nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me, according to this poll, that's a hate group. That's a hate.
Again, this man going off of facts. Now, I'm not sugarcoating shit. I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know what a racist look like. So you can't say, yo, he look racist. How do you know what a racist look like? You know what I mean? How do you know what that perfect person that you waiting for look like? You know what I mean? You don't know. But he's going off of a poll right now. So that's a survey that he took. And if I sent the survey around right now, before we watched this video, before we knew we was going to indulge into this topic, I know damn near 50% of y'all too would have said something foul about white people because it's just in our nature, bro. It was how we was brought up. It's how we was raised. Remember, the church teach us how to be racist, bro. The church taught your mother how to be the racist, your grandmother. You know what I mean? The white people, that's the devil. Look at they blue eyes, that's the devil. You know, come on. So this is how we came up. You think they didn't come up with they ways too? Everything ain't racist though, guys. It's how you come up. It's your upbringing. This is learned behavior. But I know one thing. I know this is not godly. This is not holy right here. This is the ways of the world. So when you play the color game, when you play the crayon game, the hate game, you playing the ways of the world game. That's not holy right there. I tell you that.
Hate group. And I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the away. Wherever you have to go, just get away. Because there's no fixing this. This can't be fixed. Right? This can't be fixed. You just have to escape. So that's what I did.
Salute to the passport bros. He sound like a passport bro. He sound like a passport bro to me. He said, so all the passport bros is racist? Y'all gonna call all the passport bros racist then? Come on, get the fuck out of there. The facts are the facts, bro. That black community is dead. It's dying. People see it. Why let it drag you down? The crabs is loose. Now you can see it, so why let them grab you?
I went to a neighborhood where, I have a very low black population.
That is an incredibly strong and an incredibly bold statement. He is backing that up with a fact. Obviously, he introduces a poll in which cites that 50% of Black people are not okay with white people. That poll doesn't shock me at all. That poll shouldn't shock you if you've been paying attention. If you've been listening to me and why I have been so adamantly opposed to Black Lives Matter and everything that it's accomplished in this country over the last decade, then you know I predicted that this would be what would be the natural consequence of having Black Americans be encouraged to hate white people, right? To make blanket statements when you have athletes like LeBron James coming out and saying that we are literally being hunted, this us versus them mentality, when you also at the same time have an ecosystem of the education system supplying CRT, critical race theory in the classrooms, and essentially reinforcing that same mentality. It is us versus them. We've talked about that repeatedly on this show. When you have the university system reinforcing this, don't forget, there are now calls, and they actually exist, for Black-only dorms on certain campuses. Of course, that's just Jim Crow, except you're Jim Crowing yourself. You're saying, I don't want to be near Black people. Where did everybody think this was going to head? What did everybody think this was going to result in? Making Black people feel that their hatred toward white Americans is legitimate. The media, right on board with this, right? Well, we have a white problem. I mean, I remember reading articles and thinking in my head, how racist is this article? I would read a buzz.
It keeps the seats in the arena filled. It keeps people buying in, Candace. Remember, the arena is owned by the elites, the people with power. You know what I mean? The powerful. You know what I mean? And they can divide and conquer. They put any two against each other in that arena, and it is sell out.
BuzzFeed article in 2017, and it would say, it's time for white people to just shut up. Just imagine that article if you changed the word white to Black. Imagine reading an article, waking up and reading an article that says, it's time for Black people to just shut up. Black people need to just shut up and listen. I actually can't fathom it because I didn't grow up in a country where this was okay against black people or white people.
Yeah, and then they feed us a false sense of power. They feed us a false sense of power, yo. And we really distract ourselves and run with that shit, Candace. We really get real sassy and cute with it.
People, but suddenly I've arrived suddenly in a country where it is perfectly permissible for black people to be racist toward white people. In fact, as I said, it's encouraged. So what are white people supposed to do with this predicament? If you are examining these facts and you are looking at a poll that tells you that 50% of black people think that being white is not okay, they are not okay with white people, what are you supposed to do? I guess if you were a super woke person, you would say, what can I do to make them okay with something that I simply can't change? I think that's kind of where they're getting at, certainly on university campuses, certainly in the media.
You just gotta leave those type of people alone. This is why I tell you, leave them alone. Just F those people, F those type of black folks, bro. We know them. We can spot them. We critically thinkers over here, so we already know. Soon as they come, they loud ass, sloppy ass, disrespectful ass in the spot. We already know. Oh, yeah, that's one of them, and just staying clear. Her and her son, just staying clear. You know what I mean? It's a package deal. How they say it's a package deal. You know, the single mothers, they love to push. It's a package deal. So just watch for the package deals, guys. Stay away from the package deals.
Yeah. If you are a white person, though, and you're seeing that and simultaneously you are observing the fact that the murder rates are trending upwards, that policing, by the way, even if you said, I'm still going to live in a black neighborhood, that they're essentially yelling at police officers for doing their jobs, right? God forbid a police officer hurts.
Yeah, bro, if you come to the Bronx, these little niggas is shooting the police, bro. I tell you no lie, these little niggas is shooting at police, bro. Police scared over here, bro. It's the Wild Wild West, bro. You got fucking modern women setting up tents, living out of tents with kids in it. Yo, few more months, B. I'm out of here, boy. Few more months, I'm out of here. Don't worry, I'm out of here.
A criminal while they are trying to apprehend them, then, well, they're going to reinforce the race narrative. He did this because he was a black man, not because he was a criminal that was high on drugs and running from the police, but specifically because he was a black man. What are you going to do if you're a white person and you're observing this society today? Of course, this is where we're getting at. People are going to start to naturally segregate themselves. And what's interesting about what Scott Adams is saying here is that it's been said before. The differences between black neighborhoods and white neighborhoods has been said before. In fact, he touches on this. Let's listen to Scott Adams some more.
So here I'm just quoting Don Lemon when he notes that when he lived in a mostly black neighborhood, there were a bunch of problems that he didn't see in white neighborhoods. So even Don Lemon sees a big difference in your own quality of living based on where you live and who's there.
Did Don Lemon actually say that? Does Don Lemon actually believe that white neighborhoods?
Pull it up, Candace. I know you, girl. You the truth with proof like me. Pull it up. Let's hear him. Cause we know him. We know he is Snake. We got the juice on him. We gonna get to that too. And this is the problem with us, right? We allow these so-called black leaders or these black candidates to dictate and tell us how we supposed to think and how we supposed to live. And you know what I mean? We follow these stars. All it takes is for T.I. to say, oh, white people racist, when he get his money from a white person, and hey, your stupid ass go, oh, white people racist, white privilege, white privilege. Come on, yo, you got to use your head.
Neighborhoods are different than black neighborhoods. I would imagine he's not the only one, considering every time a black person gets any money, they don't choose to go move into.
Facts. Preach on that. Facts. Why is that? You ever ask yourself, why is that? Why is the stars that always talking about black community business, why they never in the black community though? They got y'all wound up, but them motherfuckers ain't never even in the community.
They can certainly afford to. Looking at you, LeBron James, looking at you, Patrisse Cullors, looking at you, Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, who just sat up on stage and told us that Black trans people were being hunted and that Black people needed to really care about this specific issue. None of these people are living in Black neighborhoods. No.
That's a fact. It's the same programming how they programmed the women. How Beyonce and Sierra and them go out there promoting the single mother shit culture, the single lady culture, and they ain't doing that. Their actions don't show that. It's the same thing. It's the famous trick of Lucifer. It's the Lucifer devil trick. You know what I mean?
They're living in white neighborhoods, far away from all of the drama that they love to comment on. Why is that? Why didn't LeBron James take his many millions and build a giant home in the middle of the south side of Chicago? Why didn't he do that?
Hold on, Candace. I got an answer for that. I got an answer. Just listen to the intro. Listen to the intro real quick, Kansas. Just listen with me. I know the answer. I know why they can't. Listen to my boy Moist Twatkins.
Is the way he challenges the Black elite. He talks about the Black elite that's on TV and speaks that honest truth that we've always talked about on this platform, that
yes,
a lot of times the worst ideas get out to the Black community because the Negroes on TV care nothing about actually going in and building for the community. And the reason they don't is because if they do that, they'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball. They'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball.
Ooh, you hear that, Candace? They'll be punished. LeBron, he'll magically have an affair. He'll imagine something to pop up, but he gonna be removed from this shining star. He a shining star right now, but let him go against the program. Let him really help. Let any one of them, these Black guys with mad money, right? That got the white privilege, because they got white privilege just like me. Shit, they got way more white privilege than me. But y'all don't talk about them though. They don't got white privilege though. No, because they Black, they don't got white privilege, right? They don't help you. They got way more money than you, but they don't got white privilege. So why only white people got white privilege? Niggas is stupid, y'all.
What is he afraid of? Who is he afraid of? What is it that he doesn't want to live around? Well, let's listen to Don Lemon describe what that might be in his own words. Take a listen.
Respect where you live. Start small by not dropping trash, littering in your own communities. I've lived in several predominantly white neighborhoods in my life. I rarely, if ever, witness people littering. I live in Harlem now. It's an historically Black neighborhood.
Where at in Harlem, bro? Where you live at in Harlem, sir? Where you live at in Harlem, bro?
Every single day, I see adults and children dropping their trash on the ground when a garbage can is just feet away. Just being honest here.
So there you have it. That segment was entitled Black People Clean Up Your Act. And Don Lemon was telling the truth. And he probably would.
You know, he got in trouble for telling the truth, guys. I don't know if y'all know anything about Don Lemon, but you know what I mean? He's a big old puppet. But like I told you, I'm the truth for proof. So hold on, we're gonna come right back to you, Candace. Let's unravel Don Lemon.
Someone brought Don Lemon into a room, an office, and said, "Hey, bro, you know how you got this job. Bent over and on your knees. And we will bend you back over and put you back on your knees if you don't start preaching what we want preached." We don't tell Black people the truth. We lie to them. You don't ever go on TV again and tell Black people the truth, particularly Black men. You don't give them good advice. That's not what we do at CNN. That's not what we do in corporate media. You have this job because you bend over and drop to your knees on command. And if you want to keep this job, you will get back on board with the message that we have approved for Black men. And Don Lemon did just that.
That boy good, boy. That boy Mr. Goodbread good. That boy good. That boy good, right? That boy good. Yeah, that boy good.
Would not do that segment today. No, of course, because he has to join the chorus of liars and pretending that everything that's happening to Black America is happening because of the.
I told y'all, this whole gynocracy, the ways of the world is built on a lie. Ain't nothing but lying lips. Ain't nothing but lying lips, guys. I'm going to continue. I promise y'all, Mr. Goodbread going to continue to bring y'all the information that the so-called white man don't want y'all to have so y'all can get some of this white privilege with me. I'm going to continue to bring and deliver that content that y'all need. Fuck all them dopamine hits. I be in overdrive. Y'all gonna get the reaction videos, but this is the shit that we need. Stick around, guys. I got some love and I got some Bible verses coming up.
Racism boogeyman. Obviously, it makes no sense. America hasn't become a more racist country since the time of Jim Crow, but Black Americans, the way that we are living, has gotten exponentially worse since the time of Jim Crow. The poverty rate has not decreased. No. And that's because of welfareism. That's because of government handouts. That's because of government lies. That is because Black Americans believe that the government is going to give them some sort of deliverance from everything that they're living through, when in fact it was the government that delivered all of the evil that they are living through. All of it, every last bit of it. The government was behind Black Lives Matter. Obviously, they supported it in lockstep with all of these initiatives to make you hate white people. And what is going to be the natural result? People like Scott Adams on an individual basis saying, I don't have an issue with Black people, but I don't want to live around them. And they're going to start moving out. And you can hate Scott Adams. You can cancel his comic. You can call him a racist. You can say that you're never going to read Dilbert again. You can wish ill on him. But this scenario is going to keep coming up unless we address it honestly. And I know that we're not ready to address it honestly. So go ahead, leftists, run your headlines. Candace Owens backs Scott Dilbert, saying that the problem actually exists in Black America and that Black Americans themselves are going to have to fix it by putting a mirror up to ourselves and saying that we need to be better and we need to do better by not listening to the BS of what the media and the government is telling us over and over again. And that's all I have to say about that.
Strong words, yo. Strong words, Candace. Word. And that's a fact, though. It's a fact, yo. They ain't ready. They want to lie. They want to lie all day, Candace. You know, they don't like you because your husband white. You know what I mean? They don't like you, Candace. You better watch yourself. But her husband white. Stupid, yo. Yo, again, yo.
Mr. Farrakhan, why do you think people are so afraid of you?
Truth makes those who are guilty of having deceived the people feel uneasy because they know the truth uncovers a lie and destroys it. Again, there are those who have always feared that someone would come along that black folk would really listen to, that they didn't control. And that would mean possibly the unification of the masses of black people, and this, some fear, as a sign of the end of their power and authority over our lives.
Mr. Farrakhan, why do you think?
That's a whole fact, y'all. It's going to be me. Let me load up these Bible verses so we can get into the biblical before we get into love, y'all. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Hope y'all enjoying yourself tonight, man. I'm having a good old time. I'm on some chill joint tonight. I'm laid back, cooling. Hope I ain't triggering none of those hardcore pro-black folks that just gotta cling to this bullshit. What do you win? What do you win? Like, what do you win? Like, you know what I mean? What do you win? I don't get it. I don't get it. But guys, when you go to your Bible, when you go to your basic instructions before leaving Earth, right? And you start to do your research and you start to look up like what does it say about the black community? I mean, one of the verses that's gonna come to you, you know what I mean, when you do your research, is Revelations. When you go in Revelations, it's really spooky how Revelations really talk about this what's going on today in the black community though, when you put your mind to it. Let's read this, y'all. Let me move that comment, the banner real quick. Alright. But as for the cowardly, we know who the cowardly is. The victims. The people that always want to play the blame game. You know, I told y'all a while ago, you either playing the risk game or you gonna play the blame game. And the black folks in our community that are the most racist are playing the blame game, bro. Ain't nobody got to give you nothing and ain't nothing coming to you. You know what I mean? But those are the cowards, all right? So, but as for the cowardly, the faithless, we know they don't give a fuck about God. Couple people, as soon as we get to this part of the video, they finna get up out of here. You know what I mean? They ain't got no faith. They, white privilege, white privilege. They ain't no faith. That's all they can cling to. You know what I mean? Now he getting deep though, because he know this is all that exists in the black community. Everything here about the name, all of the characteristics of the people that thrive in the black community. So when I ask you this question, bro, can you see yourself living as a black man in an all black community, bro? This is what you're gonna be surrounded by. This is what you gonna have to deal with right here. You know what I mean? Yo, we got a TO site, and what's going on, TO? I'm gonna come right back to you though. Give me 1 second, TO. You know what I mean? This is the characteristics of the people he's talking about in the community.
Yo,
Right here.
respect, man.
Hold on, TO. I'm coming right back to you, TO. I'm gonna come right back to you. Let me get this thought out before I fuck this up, before I botch this. You know what I mean? The faithless, the detestable. As for murderers, we just was talking about this, how we kill each other. We kill each other. We do it to each other. The sexual immoral. You know we got a hell of a lot of prostitutes. All of our women selling coochie. All of the women selling coochie. All of the dudes buying in too. They buying it because they ain't selling it to thin air. They selling to the buyers. Men is all engulfed in this sexual immorality shit. You know what I mean? Sorcerers. You know what I mean? We already know we got so many people out here running around here trying to manifest some shit. You know what I mean? They playing and digging into witchcraft and they trying to do it they self. You know what I mean? Listen to all of the characteristics of the people that he's talking in this community. That they don't want mixed races. They don't want godly races, godly people. Because remember, you got some godly believers in them other races that could really help contribute to our community with the spirit. Because God told us all to be together. We all one nation. Tell you the truth. You know what I mean? When we get to the answer, when we remove how we want to feel and how we was raised, because we know we was raised by a dummy. That be the part that niggas don't be wanting to come to grips with. Who taught you that? Who taught you how to be racist, bro? Who taught you how to fuck the bag up? Because that's all you doing, being racist. You staying stagnant and fucking your bag up, sir. You think white people give a fuck about how you feel about them? You think white people really give a fuck about how you feel about them, bro, when you broke and you just in your feelings? And then you're going to them to buy shit from them. Do you really think they give a fuck how you feel when you buy from them, when you give them your money? Come on, man. Use your head. Idolaters. You already know y'all niggas ain't worshiping God. I don't know what the fuck y'all worshiping, but y'all ain't worshiping God. and all liars. We talk about this all of the time. Lying lips are an abomination, and it's built on a lie. And that's all they do is lie to each other. They lie to each other. They hide shit and lie. This is he talking about the black community. Those of you that just joined the live, we talking about what our basic instructions before leaving Earth say about the black community. That's what we talking about right now. It was written. What was written before still holds for now. It was written so we could lie and eat crab legs and front and cap like shit don't stink. Shit's stinking. Shit's stinking. Their portion will be in the lake that burns with fire and sulfur, which is the second death. I told y'all niggas he ain't coming back. He got so many people living hell on earth out this motherfucker. They lying in eating crab legs though. You know, they dress their cage up and come outside and pretend. When they go back in that little cage, they mad as hell when they look out their little cage door and they see all of the real birds, the real black birds flying. Eagles, black eagles flying that did not paint themselves as victims. Yeah. Yeah. This is the verse right here. Revelations 21:8, guys. Y'all make sure y'all screenshot that. We got my guy T.O. T.O., what's going on, man? What it do, pimpin'?
Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, man. I'm here, man. Yeah, just taking in the word of God, man. You know what I'm saying? Given by the holy Abraham.
No doubt, man. We missed you, man. We missed you, man. So let's proceed, man. Let's proceed. We got another one.
Yeah, I got a lot.
You know what I mean?
I got some other stuff.
We got James 2:5.
Yeah, this is not my phone. I lost my my phone, man.
All right. Ready? We got James 2:5. Listen, my beloved brother, has not God chosen those who are poor in the world to be rich in faith? Now, this is the verse that they love to try to use as to why they in poverty and why they not making moves and why they not getting to the bags. Like if God just gonna bless you because you poor. No, God don't bless you because you poor. God bless the poor and rich. He blessed riches and faith to the poor that's poor in the ways of the world, like myself. I'm poor compared to the ways of the world. I have none of that shiny shit that appeases y'all, that amuses y'all. But I have all of the faith. I'm rich in the faith. And I'm the heir of the kingdom. You know what I mean? I am the heir of the kingdom. That's what that means. So don't go jacking
You
them.
got a couple of chains, man.
You know what I mean? Don't jack the man
You got
shit
a
up.
couple of
Don't
chains,
start
man.
lying on God, B. They like to lie on God. They like to. You could be a liar, but don't lie on God, bro. Let His word be the truth. The no gray area, bro. You know what I mean?
All right,
Rich
all
in
right, all right. Did
faith and
you finish the
his.
verse?
Nah, I ain't finished yet. Rich in faith and heirs to the kingdom, which He has promised to those who love Him. Exactly. See, they
Yeah.
never say that part. That end part, they leave off. Cause what about that? Like, you just supposed to be poor and into the kingdom just because you poor?
No. God didn't. God created us in His image and likeness. So if God is the all, right? We're not supposed to be the nothing or the none. We're supposed to be in the image of the all. We're supposed to have abundance. We're supposed to be co-creators in creation.
Facts.
Then that's what religion. That's what religion doesn't teach. Religion teaches those like the congregation or the whatever, the mosque or the synagogue or whatever, man. They teach people to be dependent on the concept of the divine provision, and then they don't teach nobody. They don't teach people what the nature of divinity is. They like divinity is not supposed to have a nature. It's supposed to be the source of nature, but you're not. you can't understand anything scientifically or biologically or naturally. It's like they teach you to look there where there's nothing and listen to where there's silence, and there you'll see and there you'll hear. The fuck out of here. Everybody ain't stupid.
All right, and then that's a perfect segue to my next verse right here, because what he said was kind of important. You see how T.O. say religion, the true religion is the word of God. All right, so whatever religion or whatever the church did to religion, I mean, don't get it twisted. The true religion is the word of God. So now we're gonna go to James 1:27, where he say religion that is pure. Now, why would he say religion that is pure? If all religion was supposed to be the same, and if all religion was his word of God, then he would not have to say religion that
Hey,
is
Goodbread,
pure.
before you get in the verse, could I say something real quick
Yeah,
in
bro.
answer to your question? Because originally, they're just like today. You have science, you have math, you have things that are correct, and then you have like just like a plethora of things people just make up. That's a bunch of bullshit, and most of it is nonsense. But then you have like let's say religion. You have millions of people that will follow a concept that answer some of the most fundamental questions, and none of them can because the concepts lead to nowhere. So the original religion is truth. It is the way how you build civilization, is the way how you share knowledge. That is the truth, and that's what God gave us. But shit has been perverted and twisted around in different ways. That's why we have religions and different social orders, because they use the truth to have power over others.
That's a
And
fact.
that's, I just want to put that out there.
That's a fact. Religion that is pure and defiled before God the Father is this: to visit orphans and widows in their affliction, and to keep oneself abstained from the world. That is me. That is Abraham. That is you guys. You know what I mean? That is you guys. I'm gonna keep kicking this. I'm gonna keep giving y'all the tools that y'all gonna need to escape poverty and escape that victim mentality. And that's just what I'm gonna do, guys. Word. Tell you want to say anything before we get on the love and just open up the panel and just, you know what I mean, have some fun with it, because I'm done with the live now, guys. We done came to a conclusion. I don't think any one of us want to live in a community where it's just that racist and we just got nothing but black people around us that don't even like us to begin with. What about you,
I'm
TL? You
glad
trying to
you
live
brought
in a...
this up, bro.
Yeah, we had to, man. You know, we touch on everything, man. We
I'm
the
happy.
truth proof.
Come on, Brett. You know I know you, man. You know what I'm saying. I know you, bro. I know you for about going on 4 years now, bro. Like I'm, and you getting so good at this shit, bro. Like it's actually, I'm proud of you, man. I gotta say it, but it's not about me or you right now. It's about the content that you put in out, and I'm glad you're bringing this up. No, the black man cannot strive in an all black community because black is a bad thing. To be black is not positive. To be black is negative. Black means negativity. People have forgotten that. Black
That's
is
what
not
they've
a
been
race.
taught. That's what they've been taught.
Yeah, you've
But
been
yeah,
taught that
you know
you're
what I mean?
black. If you identify as black, you've been
You know what I mean?
cursed.
Like I get where you going, T.O., but I don't even play on those fences. I don't even straddle those fences. Motherfuckers know what the fuck we
That's some
talking
dirty
about.
folk
Like
shit.
niggas know, you know what I mean? Niggas know what the fuck we talking about. We uncomplicate common sense over here. You know what I mean? We do not complicate common
Yo,
sense. Motherfuckers know what the
so
fuck
I
we
say
talking about.
no.
I get it. They taught they
Nigga, I say
brainwash people
no.
that
Niggas cannot
black is
strive.
negative and negro and all that other, and blanco is white and this. I don't give a fuck about that. We know what we talking about. And all that gonna do is keep us stagnant and keep us from getting to the promised land faster. You know what I
All
mean? Ain't
right,
nobody
so
got
boom,
time for all
boom.
that shit. I'm not trying to
So
be in
without
no
the
community
knowledge,
with
right? Then that means no.
niggers.
Then the answer must be
Stay
no.
away from niggers.
Yeah.
Then
So
word
then
up.
I agree.
Facts.
So then the answer is no to the question.
Right.
Especially if niggas don't have this knowledge of what black means and how you're gonna navigate through a black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's
Just
a
like you said
mind screw.
earlier in the
It's a
show,
mind fuck, bro.
you have
It's
white
a mind
privilege.
fuck. It's a
Yeah.
mind fuck.
Yeah, I like to establish. I like to express my white privilege, even though I'm a nigga. You understand
Right.
what
You
I'm
know what I
saying?
mean?
I have white privilege too.
Exactly. I'm trying to tell them, Tio, they better get some.
As
They
a
better
nigga,
get
I
them
got
some.
white
Me. They
privilege.
better stop playing. They better stop playing. Let me get to my girl love, man. Word up, man. I don't want T.O. to start. I don't want T.O. conversation to start jumping on the curb and shit. My nigga DeVal said, let me keep it moving. Let me give him some more content.
Point of your perspective and how you better understanding of what's happening in the world. It's in places, but what the fuck is actually happening with people? A lot of y'all got to realize your viewpoint. You're educating yourself more. Like, so I'm doing a Zoom tonight on how to love a black man or loving black men. And a lot of y'all, you need to get a better understanding of what's happening in the world, what's happening in our country when it comes to African American men, because it will help you understand a lot of the stuff that's happening with behavior, with mental health, with decisions being made on entering a workforce or not entering, on just self-esteem and stuff that you could just on the surface talk shit about. But if you understood the root of where the shit coming from, your viewpoint and your perspective and how you handle it, how you move, what you tolerate, what you don't, it will change. Some of y'all that didn't catch the first part of my live that cut off, but a lot of y'all, you just got to educate yourself. And I just ran down some facts in the field of education. Young black men are poorly served by the school systems, and I just gave some facts, just pure data that's facts about how many African-American males versus African-American women, white men, white women, as far as who has bachelor's degrees, who has degrees in general, upward mobility, meaning the opportunities, the skill set, the background to be able to come up out of poverty. Black boys raised poor are at most risk of remaining stuck in poverty.
And that's the fact. My brothers that could critically think. Stop letting everybody use you for their agenda, bro. They using you with this racism shit for somebody else's agenda, whether that's your mother, whether that's the black men in your neighborhood, whether that's your religion that you follow, but somebody using you and somebody benefit for wilding you up, winding you up. You know what I mean? They're not teaching you how to defend yourself at all. They're teaching you how to remain in poverty, bro, so that they can be rich. Just want you to understand that, guys, yo. Stop letting people use you, yo.
Earnings. Black men earn less than white men and women and black women in a lot of labor forces that are outside of physical labor. Like a lot of y'all don't realize, like I did a live where I was talking about having respect for the labor force that actually, like, they work physically. Like their job requires physical movement, meaning we talk about construction workers, garbage truck drivers, city workers, electricians, plumbers, jobs like these, like outside of this area. A lot of times, if you just look at facts, African-American men earn less, regardless of their skill, regardless of if they did go get the particular degree that they needed and have the experience. When we talk about unemployment, black men are twice as likely to be unemployed as white men. Black men die 4 years earlier than white men.
And then a lot of y'all play the colors game and really blame and hate the white man and wind yourself up. And your first oppressor was never the white man. It was your mother. It was how you was raised. You don't even understand how you was raised is hella important to how you act today. So if you need to be mad at somebody, be mad at that. Be mad at that saw you because you know how we are. We gotta be black. We are pro-black. So you stayed your ass in that black ass soil, and it was not nutritious. You know what I mean? It wasn't fertile, and your seed did not grow, and that was your fault.
Black men make up the largest share of prisoners in the prison system. Exactly, blue-collar workers. I'm just giving y'all a small amount of facts to where some of y'all, you need to open your mind up as to why certain shit is the way that it is.
Okay, Izzy in the house.
965-0698.
What's that?
What up, Dean?
What's going on, Mr. Goodbread? Tola, what's happening, man? How y'all doing tonight, man?
Yeah, we shooting the breeze, man. We chilling.
Okay, then. Great show today. I love the topic. The topic. My
Trying to
bad.
get in the Zoom. If you can't get in the Zoom or you just don't want to, I encourage you to go educate yourself. Educate yourself.
Goodbread. I was about to say my bad. I wasn't here to read the Bible verses, man.
Somebody got an echo.
Shooting the breeze, man. Okay, then. Great show.
That's not me.
You got somebody got something playing in the back.
That's not me.
All right, it's clear now.
No, my bad. You know the dean usually be here to read the verses, man. My bad, dog. I was a little busy, man.
No doubt.
Let's get it in, man.
I had to tell on myself today. You know what I mean? I was reading. I actually read great.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yo, Tio, you got who got YouTube playing in the background?
I ain't even got YouTube up.
Somebody got something playing in the back.
Hold on, let me turn my TV off. Hold on.
Tio, how many times, Tio, you done been on panels after panel, Tio.
You don't find that suspicious?
Man, my bad. I was just man.
Yourself on what's happening in the world, because a lot of y'all, especially for females, y'all come on my page and it's always poor you, but you don't have a clear understanding of what the fuck is going on in this country, especially for our people. Even like some of y'all, you haven't sat and been real with yourself about what occurred in like the 60s and 70s, like that shift where, at one point it was about building black families, and then at another point it came like, no, it's just about fucking a black man, getting pregnant, and being able to still hold them accountable through getting assistance. Like there was a shift, and it's a lot of people that like, they don't want to talk about this. They just want to talk about their poor little emotional story about what happened to them, instead of looking on a larger scale about why the fuck we think the way that we think. We look at each other the way we look at each other. The reasons why we walk into shit blind, and then, when we have the ability to open our eyes, we walk in with our eyes closed and come out like somebody made us go in that way. It's definitely a war on the mind. For those of y'all that was on my Zoom when I talked about the Willie Lynch letter and just explained how you can like fuck a race of people or even just a group of people by fucking with this. It don't even take for them to be weak. This is why you see so many, especially when you look at what I'm saying, right? And this might be going over some of y'all head, but when I'm just giving the facts about what's going on, right?
Yeah, it's going over their head. Yep, I bet.
Y'all, black men die earlier, get paid less in the labor force, make up most of the prison, so you're more likely to get arrested, less likely to come up out of a poverty situation. This is upward mobility, right? You look at these, and knowing this, right? I could be physically capable, but if somebody doesn't help me boost my mental, these facts will fuck you up here.
That's a
to where
fucking
you could
fact.
have all the abilities to, in your particular situation, conquer these things that I just went over. But if this is what you're seeing nonstop, like it will make you feel like it hits how they kept slaves fucking enslaved. Niggas bigger and stronger than the 1 or 2 people living in the master house, but nobody ain't fucking leave because they got them mentally. A bitch get a hold on you mentally, it's over with. And a lot of y'all sit around, oh, they lazy. Oh, he just don't want to work. Or, oh, it starts with this.
See, and I like that. I like this one, man. I like Love Dorsey.
Love on her shit right now, boy.
Like,
Love on her shit.
Fuck, man. Like, and think about what she just said, y'all. Like, literally, like what we go through as black men, and we able to overcome that. But guess what they say to us, Mr. Goodbread? Oh, you not high in hierarchy. Black man can't lead. Blah blah blah. She just broke down dynamics that we have to go through, and these are worse dynamics than damn near anybody in the damn country.
And that's a fact. And they talk about being a single motherhood is the hardest job.
Hell no. Fuck
staying
no.
alive. Just staying alive as a black man is like excruciating, boy.
Hey, shit.
I'm gonna put it to y'all like this. For some of y'all, because somebody was explaining about they would simply leave instead of properly divorcing and start new families. I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? If you talk to this is for a lot of females, especially in the urban community. If you talk to your great-great-grandmother or your great-great-great, you go back some generations, you get the stories where, grandpa might have did, some dirt and shit, but grandma never left, right? And when you talk to the retarded family member, they make it seem like that's how it's supposed to be in relationships, skipping over the facts, the stuff like what I just went over with y'all. When you go back to their time, women earned less. Rights in the workforce were different for women in general, black or white, right? Like, this was facts about what was going on. So people weren't leaving, not because this is how relationships supposed to be and this is what you're supposed to put up with. They were moving a certain way at home because out in the world, it was so many restrictions. Like, there were things that men can do that women couldn't do. This is why they stayed. It wasn't because this is the way that you're supposed to be in a relationship. So now you fast forward now, because I just gave this as valid fact as to why women move the way
Can I pause her real quick,
now take the same thing and fast forward.
Though she's right in a percentage, they stayed together because black people were more incentivized to have families. So these women stayed because they knew that generations was to come. It wasn't just because segregation or this and that, whatever. It was mainly because they knew they understood family back then. That's really why people stayed. So I'm gonna give her credit, but that's not fully why black people stayed together, because of segregation and men and women. No. They understood legacy. That's why they stayed together.
Forward now to a lot of shit that's going on as restrictions on black men. A lot of it you can relate to why they moved away. But see, if you don't know the facts, you're going to think just how bitches used to think back then. Well, that's what my great grandma did. So that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to stay through 3 or 4 babies. You're supposed to listen to the lies. You're supposed to know your great-great-grandma stayed because, bitch, they wasn't hiring women. Ho, you couldn't get paid a fuck thing. A bitch didn't look at independent women back then as a big popping positive deal or some shit. She kept her ass the fuck at home where she could be cared for and protected and not targeted as being weak. Because back then, that's what was going on in the world. But see, when you just living and you don't understand what the fuck is going on in the world, you will think that waves of stuff is just happening for no reason. Like, oh, these niggas is just being some type of raid for no reason. Girl, these niggas just ain't shit. It's just happening, child. That's just what they do. And it makes no sense.
I know that went over a lot of y'all head, but men react to what women put out there, all right? So whatever you're going through now, women, miss, I don't need a man, or men ain't shit, or men is mean. Men ain't just wake up mean. Something happened, and now men are adjusting to what women have put out.
Right. Okay.
It wasn't about being a housewife. It was about understanding it wasn't much out there if you didn't want to be a housewife. Like if we look at facts back then, similar to the same kind of facts that I'm giving on black men now, it was going on back then. So you moved a certain way, not because it's what you necessarily wanted to do, but the time that you came up in, your behavior was about survival during that time. I know for some of y'all, this is going flat over your head.
You know it is, love. You know it is. It going over their head hat.
She cooking.
I know I just lost you. Y'all still don't get it, because some of y'all talking about playing a role. Who? Somebody tell me all they want is Polly now. Some of y'all lost. I got to laugh because I feel like I'm saying it's so simple, and some of y'all, you just not getting it. Y'all can text 678-965-0698 to get in the Zoom tonight. It's me going over loving a black man, just giving y'all the data and a more clear understanding, because you got sons, you got, you know, boyfriends, husbands, uncles, cousins. And especially if you're us, you need to understand a lot of this shit that I understand. And then a lot of y'all, you're just not educated enough, or you don't listen to understand. You kind of listening with your emotion and your, you know, experience on the front of your brain. You won't be able to receive what I'm saying.
Yeah, you niggas ain't slick either. You niggas do that too. Raised just like your mother, bro. Stop fucking listening to reply, bro. Get rid of that shit your hell of a mother taught you.
They can't get it from where they are right now. Absolutely right. And this is the thing, because somebody said the roles and rules have changed. It wasn't about roles and rules. It was you moved based on what was best for survival, looking at the state of the world and what was going on.
Right.
Like if y'all got to understand, like if things just shifted to where it went back to how it was, where, you know, women didn't have all the being the leading earners in most every, you know, career field. Like you would see a lot of women shift their perspective back to like, let me get me a dude, because a lot of the money that I want to see or the life.
That ain't my internet. That gotta be Love Live.
That I want to live. I can't live it without having a man, because I don't have access to that money.
That's her live. That ain't you. She probably got folks calling her phone and shit.
That's what happened. Somebody called the shit. And this is about to go off. But Love cooking though. Love cooked on that right there, man. Yeah, T.O., I see you in the back, man. You gonna have to fix your phone, man. I can't take no more risks with these little jacked up ass streams, bro. Nah, bro. You gotta fix your phone, bro. Know what I mean? Appreciate you though, bro. But okay, Izzy, man. That brings us to the end of the stream, man. You got anything you want to add to this joint, man? The topic today was, can you see yourself living, and can you thrive? Can a black man thrive living in an all-black community, neighborhood?
Well, maybe if he's a robber or a thug or like some type of gangster or some shit. And
he gotta add color, right? He just can't be. You gotta have to add color.
I don't
to
see it,
right?
man. You can't get you a flat screen, Mr. Goodbread. You can't get you a nice house or anything living amongst a whole bunch of black people. You can't do it, man. And it's sad to say it, but no, you can't thrive as a black man in an all-black neighborhood. You just can't do it.
Yo, we got the BG in the crib. What's going on, the BG?
Ding dong the bell.
What's going on with you, man? Go ahead and finish up, okay?
No, I'm done. You done came in. I'm done.
Oh shit. Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm gonna be brutally motherfucking honest, just like this channel. And
Thank you.
hey, and forgive me for being brutally honest, black women, if you're listening. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't talking about the black women. I'm talking about the black bitches.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So, and the answer to that is hell, motherfucking no. I would never live around a bunch of niggas. It can never happen. You know what I'm saying? If you give me an example of where black people are thriving in 2023 right now, you let me know.
I'm gonna go there. Right, I'm gonna
Because
go there.
That's gonna be a utopia.
Because the more freedom black people get, the more fuckery happens. The more bullshit goes on with niggas. So niggas are the worst people on earth right now.
Would you give them your social? Would you trust an all
Hell,
black
man, come on, man. You already know. You already know I'm the one that brought that to light.
You can't
Why
leave
you
that in the
always
black
judging me, Mr. Goodbread? You think you better?
You already know I brought that to light, and I'm gonna tell you
don't play
something.
the race card. Don't go there.
If it was more black neighborhoods and niggas was all living in the same community, the population of niggas is 13% right now, right? You give it 2 years, that population to be 8%.
Yeah, I
Niggas
believe
would
that.
kill each other.
I believe that. I always said that if all the people that got money, if all the elites gave all of their money to the poor people in the black community, and you check back 2 years from now, all the people in the black community will be
I ain't
poor.
talking about economics. I'm talking about niggas killing each other. Niggas would kill each other off, and it would be down to 8% in 2 years.
That'll be part of the economics, because as soon as the rich people give them their money,
No, I don't. No. If you a black independent, you ain't. Who is the rich people? The white people.
The elites.
If you're supposed to be the
entertainers,
leaders,
the same people they worship, the same people they worship.
The elites are whites.
LeBron, no, I'm talking the ones they worship. You know what I mean? They hate the elites because they hate success. But I'm talking about the successful black folks that don't help out, but they're always talking about what the black people need
Well,
to do.
those niggas ain't gonna live in no black neighborhood anyway. How much money you gonna give them to live? I mean, you already done gave them money to get away from niggas.
That's a fact.
Why would they volunteer to be around niggas? They know what the fuck time it is. They know what's happening. They know where they came from. Why would they want to go back to that shit?
Look at all these children. Bronny James, they dating white girls. They in the
That's a fact.
suburbs.
I mean, if you notice, every high school, every college football player or basketball player, they tend to get out of there and date white. They get far away from the black community.
Yes, they do, and it's a reason for that, Goodbread. The reason is what the bell just said. When you incline economically, especially what you just said, the elites, they get away from the hood. You think these motherfuckers make millions?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, but the question wasn't about economics. The question was, can black people thrive living in black neighborhoods? We didn't say any. Yeah, we wouldn't talk about economics. We was just talking about the opportunity or the being limited into living with niggas. And it wouldn't work. Niggas don't trust each other. Niggas can't even get a picnic together without a nigga getting killed or fighting or some shit like that, or stealing from each other and shit. I mean, it just ain't gonna work. And then you're gonna have a bunch of niggas just killing over these black bitches. And you're gonna have a bunch of black bitches, because black bitches is already fucking everybody in the neighborhood now. Just imagine what they're gonna do if they had access to every nigga.
That's a fact.
And then niggas would really be fucking their cousins and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Fucking on their relatives and shit.
No, that's a fact, though.
That's true, though. That's true.
Yeah, man.
I mean, the
And
Bell is right.
she mentioned LeBron James. I seen something on I don't know if it was IG or one of them little shorts that it showed the overhead of his house, the overhead of his mansion in LA. And I made a comment on there and I said, now this nigga living smack dab in the middle of white folks. He spent all that money on that mansion to be around white folks. And then in the same breath, this nigga said, every time he step out his house, they're hunting us down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the dumbest, most irresponsible thing a nigga could say, especially in that position when you know white folks is hunting you down for an autograph and a picture, nigga. If you take your ass back to Akron, they be hunting you down for your jewelry. They be putting your motherfucking, having your kids at ransom and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just
It's
the way
true.
niggas are.
It's damn true.
Yep.
And niggas is just dirty as a motherfucker, man. Niggas have the internet, it has exposed a whole lot of shit. I mean, we see niggas get gunned down like a motherfucker on camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't even hear about the shit no more. You don't hear about no protests. You don't hear the shit on CNN. You don't hear nothing. But the minute a white person do something to a nigga, it's all over the place.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
You can still pull up slave-owned pictures on you. You can still pull up motherfucking hosing us in the middle of the street. You can still pull up anything you need to ignite your stupid ass and get you riled up and get distracted with the bullshit.
Yeah, man. It's just so fucked up, man. But I don't know, man. I think, man, in 2023, we need to stop focusing on all this racism and being so sensitive about certain shit because we are not sensitive. We're not sensitive about, because we are so desensitized about death, about niggas dying left and right. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure everybody in every black community, every black person has experienced one of their friends dying.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Some of their relatives dying violently at the hands of a nigga.
Yep.
So how do you have time to think about white people racist when you know niggas is killing niggas? When you know you can't be comfortable around your own people? How the fuck do you have time to think about racism?
Facts. 100% facts. And with that said, I got one more video. My man.
We say we demand an immediate end to police brutality and mob attacks. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Negroes know how to march the minute a white policeman kill a black brother. But every weekend, we're sending each other to the morgue, and ain't nobody saying nothing. How can you stop the white man's murder of you when you won't stop murdering yourself?
And it goes to what you said, Mr. Goodbread. Don't
kill
him,
my brother. Let me kill my brother. That's that Black Lives Matter shit.
Oh my God, man.
And that pretty much sums us up, man. So y'all can take us home, okay? And then the closer, man, take us on home with this one.
I mean, shit, I ain't really got much to say. Y'all see the title, Can a Black Man Thrive Living in an all black neighborhood? Y'all know the answer. Go ahead and be successful. Go ahead and, do good in the black hood and see what happens. See what happens.
Yo, that shit sound bad, though. It just sounds
but
like
it's
you
the
gonna
truth,
get
though.
shot. Yo, it sound like...
Am I lying, though?
Yo, what a way to market it, bro. Niggas is leaving. Niggas get out of here. Save yourself.
Like, am I tripping or am I lying? Am I crab legging?
You kept it 100. You kept it brutally honest.
That's all I got to say to Bell. You got it, man.
Hey, Laverne,
You keep asking that question. What you think? What you think,
why
girl?
they always stereotyping my brother, yo? My brother is a pastor, yo.
No, she might fuck around and get to telling on herself. Because they say game recognize game. You must smell it. You must smell it through the airways. But yeah, man. It'd be a terrible thing, man, if niggas would just compile upon niggas and shit like that, man. It just the only way I do that, man, if I was shooting for a Tarzan movie or some shit like that. You know, it just ain't gonna work, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, man. Hey, like I was saying, this racism shit. We need to stop focusing on that, man. We got other shit to focus on. We got to focus on the relationships with ourselves. We got to talk about these children growing up in this fucked up ass society, being influenced by all this fucked up shit. We sitting up here listening to white folks and they pushing their agendas on this fucking transgender shit and all this fucking gender shit, period.
Right.
This shit, a lot of this shit has nothing to do with us. What goes on at January 6th at the Capitol and all that old type of shit, that has nothing to do with us. All this Democrat, Republican bullshit, that has nothing to do with us. We are the football getting kicked back and forth on the football field.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers is winning and we losing every motherfucking time. We are stuck at 13% of the population. And we've been stuck for a long ass motherfucking time at 13%. And we fucking like rabbits around here. How the fuck are we stuck at 13%? And then the niggas that we have are dumb as a motherfucker. And a lot of, what we really need to do is niggas need to separate themselves from other niggas. We need to leave the dumb niggas to themselves and let them niggas kill themselves off. We'd be feeling sorry because we done heard about a nigga got killed or whatever. But the thing is, we don't know what that nigga did to get killed because niggas do stupid shit. So stupid shit happens to stupid niggas.
Yeah.
So that's why you need to separate yourself from these stupid niggas, because a nigga can bring some stupid shit around you and jeopardize you and your family. Because these niggas are selfish as a motherfucker and they don't give a fuck about nothing but themselves. So you might have a little gangbang nigga in your family and he come up around your house for the barbecue and all this shit, and this nigga dropping his location where grandmama live. You know what I'm saying? I mean, niggas just do some of the stupid shit, and then when shit happens, they be a whole bunch of niggas. I don't know what happened. I can't see him doing this, bitch. You've been seeing this nigga do stupid shit all his fucking life, bitch. Stop acting stupid.
Right.
When the white people come around and interview you, motherfucker.
That's a fact.
Shit is just stupid, man. And then how could you feel comfortable around a bunch of niggas when you could be around 50 niggas and you get shot in the head, and then when it comes down to the investigation of your murder, all these dumbass niggas that was around you won't even cooperate, and they claim they love you.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna say they gonna pull a phone out. Fuck the.
They gonna do that too. They gonna do that.
You took it farther. You took it farther down the time.
They gonna do that, but they ain't gonna cooperate. You know how many unsolved murders it is in the black community? You got nigga killers, serial killer niggas running around, and you niggas praise them, talking about, oh man, he's a shooter, man. He's a shooter. He with the shit. He with the shit. He's this, he's that. Niggas praise some of the dumbest shit. So hell no, I don't want no niggas around me.
Nope.
Half of these niggas need to die off.
That's
for
a
real.
fact. Yo, you know,
you niggas need to stop feeling sorry for these motherfuckers.
Yo, my nigga the bell came through and was brutally honest tonight as always, yo. Cause you saved me some sound bites. I ain't have to say it tonight, yo.
Yeah, man.
Fact,
You know, I had to come through, man, after the biblical, man. You know, because
This was a good one though. This was a good one though. This was a good one. That topic right there was crazy. I saw that Candace Owens joint on the way home. I was like, all right, Candace, you touched on it. All right, we gonna bring this to the school. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
that shit
And then,
definitely hit.
and then on top of that, can I keep going?
Go ahead, bro. I got time.
Okay. So then, if niggas is with niggas, that means niggas is gonna be fucking with black bitches, right?
That's what that mean. That's what I'm saying. We letting them use us for their agenda, boy.
We letting who use us?
We letting them use us. Everybody
Who is
using us because the same people that got the gender war popping, the same people that separated the homes, would want us to be pushed back with them after they done already manipulated the sisters to be on some independent shit.
Did they get manipulated, or did they just make a choice?
Oh, they made a choice. They made a choice. They volunteered. They volunteered their services.
Okay. So back to what I was saying. Now, in the state of the relations between niggas and bitches, how the fuck are you gonna be able to have this community of niggas when the black bitch don't even like you? And when you talk about they using somebody, you talking about black bitches using you for your DNA, robbing you for beef, and after they get that DNA, then they treat you like shit.
And they're gonna be running the community, right? That's my thing. You think the men,
They running the community now.
Right.
Name a black community that a nigga's running it. You can't?
I don't know none, boy.
Okay. So what kind of community is this gonna be? You're gonna have a bunch of niggas that's scared to talk to black bitches. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, Love Dorsey, she be kicking some real shit, but I can't sit around and listen. I mean, you know, it's hard. I ain't used to it yet. I ain't used to that rough ass voice and that, you know, that manly ass voice and shit, man. It's just hard to get used to, man. But she is kicking some real shit though. You know what I'm saying? And that need to be directed towards her own. And I'm telling you, like, as far as the state of the black community, as fucked up as shit has been for the last 20, 30 years, maybe probably give it 40.
Definitely.
There has not been a black woman or black women have not gathered together to form any kind of groups to stop the violence. Now you got white women have made have created MAD and DARE, all those programs because they care about their children. What has a black bitch did in the black communities that y'all know of? Because y'all in dark blacker communities than me. I'm over here in Portland, Oregon.
They don't do shit, man.
They don't do shit but complain. They sit there and wait around for the men to build something. And then once the man builds something, they sit there and try to push the women, the girls, all up in the fucking shit that the man built for the boys.
Yeah,
they don't let
because
boys
over
have
here, and I see a lot of shit on the internet. When it's a crime scene, that's when you see these black bitches in their bonnets and they motherfucking slippers and their robes yelling like motherfucking hyenas and fucking monkeys, acting like they're crying like they give a fuck about this nigga that's dead on the ground, right? So at the funeral, they'll speak on you and fake represent you with them one-liners talking about, oh, he lit up the room when he came in. He'll give you the shirt off his back. He didn't deserve this or whatever, right? So you'll have that. And then you know, at a sentencing, you'll hear some black woman begging this white man, oh, he wasn't raised like that, sir, Your Honor. You know, wouldn't do nothing to nobody. Man, nigga been robbing niggas for 10 years.
Right.
Nigga
You know what I'm saying? So,
nigga robbed Tuck a
so,
couple of times.
so when you have this shit in the community and you ain't holding nobody accountable, and the main motherfucker that's supposed to be the backbone of the community is not holding nobody accountable because she's not holding herself accountable because she's not taking credit for that death, for that nigga in the street, or that motherfucking sentencing. She's gonna tell the motherfucking white man he wasn't raised like that, like she was a good mother or something.
Right.
If she was a good mother, this motherfucker would have been nurtured and he would have had love in him, but he grew up with hate in him. And all these niggas are growing up with so much hate in them that they grow up hating niggas because the motherfucker that taught them how to hate was the first person that they loved.
That's deep.
Skin color and hair. You know, you was talking about hair this morning, but skin color and hair are the first things that these niggas hate about themselves because of a black bitch. Because these black bitches walk around with a funeral face every motherfucking day because they hate being black. That's why you see these motherfuckers with these goddamn cotton candy colored wigs and shit, all this bullshit on their motherfucking face because they hate being black. And they want you to hate being black.
And this is why
they want you to feel.
This is why it's not gonna work, because how you gonna be around a bunch of people that hate themselves? You can't show love. A person that hate themselves can't love others, so it's not gonna be loved in that community. Go ahead, bro.
So when you have this type of individual that when you do pay attention to what's going on with them, I mean, as long as you helping in the way they want you to help, it's all good. But when you want to extend yourself and help a nigga because you know this nigga's out of pocket, you know this nigga's fucking up or whatever, now it's about mind your business. You know what I'm saying? My son, all right. I got Jordans on him. You see him? You know what I'm saying? Stupid shit like that. You know, so when you have this shit, man, it's fucked up, man. And then, you know, you see these motherfuckers killing motherfuckers over French fries and shit, coming in restaurants trying to destroy everything, and
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying, and doing all kind of stupid shit. It's like, you know, we've been seeing this shit for years, and we just be like, man, that motherfucker retarded, the motherfucker, and you don't want to deal with it shit because you might have some nice clothes on or something. You don't want to get in the fight that day. Or you don't want this bitch to throw a motherfucking Jello gelatin on you, you know, whatever the fuck this bitch got in her hand, she gonna throw it. You know what I'm saying? So, or you don't want to go to jail over this dumbass nigga, over this nutting ass nigga that ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about most niggas is if it wasn't for the white man, a lot of niggas would be dead right now because the reason why niggas ain't killing niggas the way they should be, or I mean, the way they want to kill niggas is because they know they got to face that white man. So the white man is doing a job that you might not even see, because that's the reason why some of us ain't dead right now, because a lot of niggas that want to kill you, they don't want to go to jail. They don't want to face that white man. But if it wasn't for that, oh man, niggas would have a field day with each other, even worse than it is now, because you got to think. I mean, with the law in place now, niggas don't give a fuck about these laws and shit. Niggas is packing guns and, you know,
niggas
doing whatever the fuck they're doing.
Yo,
they even doing it on. They even got guns on video, on IG, on Facebook. So you know these niggas don't give a fuck.
Bro, these
and
niggas
how are these
DeBell, these niggas making guns right now. They making guns, 3D guns. They making them shits.
So, hey man, with all that shit, it's like, okay, who is raising these niggas? And if these black mothers were so motherfucking good, wouldn't these mothers have Wouldn't these mothers instill some love into these children? You know,
Yep.
if all this black is beautiful shit, wouldn't these kids, learn to love what
Yo,
looks like them?
if all this strong independent narrative was working, then we'd have a bunch of strong and independent little ones running around here. We got bitches that's codependent on niggas' cash apps, and we got niggas that's codependent on their mother.
But that independent. I mean, come on, man. We can dissect that bullshit. All that.
You already
We can
kill it.
dissect all that
God.
shit, man.
God,
Come on,
bro, you
man.
cooking tonight, man. God,
Independence need to be taken out the motherfucking dictionary, out the vocabulary, because there ain't no such thing as a motherfucking independent person. Everybody needs somebody, and everybody needs something. I don't give a fuck if you got a good ass motherfucking job. You are dependent upon that job.
Right.
And you are governed by the rules of that job. You are not independent. And you need somebody to keep your motherfucking ass safe. You know what I'm saying? So now if you are a black woman and you constantly use this motherfucking rhetoric talking about black and strong, where's the strength? How do you measure strength? Do y'all know?
It's supposed to be measured in endurance, and we know these bitches weaker than the
No, how do you measure the strength that these bitches is talking about?
You can't. It's impossible.
Okay. So
it's gray area. It's gray area.
So I'm just saying. So I don't know where the strength shit is coming from. Is strength because you are dealing with a lot of struggles that's self-inflicted? You take yourself through a bunch of bullshit and you survived? I mean, what is it? You ain't dealing with nothing that nobody else. You ain't dealing with nothing that nobody else ain't dealing with.
I was about to say that the ones that scream that shit is well assisted though. It be the ones that's hella assisted in this society, in this community, off taxpayers' back that scream that shit though.
Yeah. So where's the independence at?
Right.
Bitch, you ain't growing your own food or nothing. You ain't raising cattle. I mean, what the fuck is you doing? You put a wig on and got a funeral face, walking around, ready to fight, ready to fuck and fight. And then you go home and then you can do it all over again. Get on the internet, talk shit, get out in the community, try to find a nigga that was talking shit on the internet to fuck them up. Try to get a nigga fired from their job.
Hold on, la. Don't forget, add the lies in the crab leg. Don't forget.
Oh, that come along with the territory, man.
He said that's shit. Automatic. That's included.
I mean, niggas and bitches, they compulsive liars. You got niggas just unnecessary lying on the internet for nothing, just for bullshit, trying to entertain motherfuckers and not making no goddamn sense. I mean, you got so many dumbass niggas, man, with the opportunity to really do something, but these niggas want to focus on passport bros and going overseas to be a trick. And I'd have heard of some niggas stand up here having debates on what's the difference between a 16-year-old and a 24-year-old and all this old type of shit. This is the type of shit that's on niggas' minds. Stupid shit. Nigga, you trying to argue and justify trying to fuck an underage bitch?
Right.
Man, come on, man, with these old dumbass niggas, man. And then next week, these niggas gonna forget all about what this nigga done said and be back on the panels just talking back and forth. I'm masculine. I'm an alpha. I'm this. I mean, I want fit, feminine, friendly. I mean, I want, yeah, go overseas, passport, yeah. I mean, man. I mean, these niggas are stupid. These are some dumbass niggas, man. And ain't none of that gonna be a solution for the betterment of niggas.
Yo, I just caught a revelation just now. You know, we ain't even got we on point, bro. Look at the black manosphere, bro. That's a black community with a bunch of niggas. And look how they fucking behave. Look how they act. Look how they do one another. Oh my God. That's a perfect example of how it would look if you lived. And who's thriving? Ain't a motherfucker thriving. Who's really thriving? A female. Pearly
Man, I can't even. Man, I can't even.
Thriving.
Right.
Man, I can't even really get into this YouTube nigga sphere because these niggas don't be talking about shit, man. I mean, you tap into what these niggas is talking about. These niggas is really passionate about nothing.
Yo, that's a fact. Yo, we
These
got
niggas are stupid.
Yo, we got Steve Teague in the motherfucker. What's going on, Steve?
Shit, nothing much, man. Bell got me over here, man. He got me expired, man.
He is
My fault. Y'all, I just hit some Bermuda Triangle, man.
Look. He just hey, he come in promoting this shit. What do you say? Bermuda Triangle, 22%.
You not slick, man. You not slick.
That was a shameless plug, yo. That's only right. It's only right, my guy.
Hey, Steven, you not slick.
And he had to call first.
It caught me, man. My fault, man. Yeah, man. The title, I was in and I was out, man. But I'm hoping soon, Brad, that you decide who you're gonna ranch up for this channel, so we can help push it. Because all my links I can't do nothing with until I'm a moderator. Because if I put them up, the channel blocks them off.
Wait, say that one more time. You need me to do what? I got you.
You're gonna have you some moderators on this channel because
this one. Wait, where we at?
This one.
All right, this is the right. This is not the new joint. This the all right, I got you. I'll do that after the show. I forgot all about that shit, but because this.
Yeah, because I can't put up the links or nothing. It won't let me do it. It'll block it off.
All right, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that ASAP, yo. ASAP. Yo, kudos to y'all and kudos to the Righteous Fit, guys. I forgot. We at 6,100, man. So, you know what I mean? We moving. We doing our thing, bro. We going to be at 10 real quick.
Yeah, and I wanted to say, man, on the title in general, but Bell, you threw me off, bro. But I'm going to try to go back to it. I don't think it could happen unless you a LeBron James, and even Michael Jordan dad got smoked. So you know what I mean? It's part of our culture, bro. Our culture look at each other to say, hey, you got to go through hardship to be a man. You got to get done wrong. Women got to do you wrong. Men got to do you wrong. And they put that into the culture to where everybody grow up and think that. And it confuses me. But I don't think it can happen. I had property in the hood, Kalamazoo, Michigan. I had motherfuckers in the back of the place where just because they seen little trees and open shit, sometimes the deer even walk through there sometime. They start shooting their guns randomly. All types of stuff, man. I had problems with them. Cutting through the yard, coming through the back. I'm sitting out there in my drawers with my dick hanging out playing 2K, and I look, and a nigga look at me in the eyes like, goddamn, like he looking at me in the eyes like he about to come in the house and some shit. You know what I mean?
Goddamn,
so
you got your dick out. Of course, a nigga gonna be like, goddamn, what you doing, nigga?
But shit, look, the thing is this, bro.
I'm fucking with you, man.
Yeah, but thing is this, that's my property, that's my land. I was paying rent at the time. I didn't own it, but I paid rent. And I was told that I couldn't do nothing about it forcefully because I didn't own the land. I was just renting.
Yeah.
So I had to board up that side of the house. I put dressers in front of the windows and stuff like that. But yeah, they think that shit normal. That shit ain't normal. None of that stuff. That way of living, the way I grew up ain't normal.
Nope.
I don't know about y'all. I'm from Pontiac. I'm from Yaktown.
Nah, Harlem, New
People
York
outside
City.
of that would call it Metro Detroit. But we don't grow up like that, man. We grew up houses next to each other, all that other shit. And then you already know, like you bred in New York with the shit, especially on the sky risers. They like to call it the projects, but our projects don't go straight up in the sky. Them bitches just spread out.
Yeah.
You know, like that old block shit. That
Mm-hmm.
shit just spread the fuck out. It don't even go too high. Maybe 2 or 3 stories. That's about it.
Yeah, we got something called the pink houses over here in Brooklyn, and it's like that. You know what I mean? They not all heighty. They got like they like how you talking about shit more
Yeah.
flat. It's more plateaued.
Yeah, but man, I don't think we can do that together as a black community. We need to address our children first. And as a us, all of us here, I think it's going to take another generation or two after us to address this issue, but it starts with us. And we got to start, like, I got 2 daughters. I don't know if y'all had daughters or not. I know, Brad, you got a daughter. And we got to
I'm childless.
start, and I'm going to say it again, stop babying your fucking daughters. If they're going to come and say, hey, daddy, man, I want to get this ice cream from the store, I want to do this. Hey, man, where your money at? What you doing to get it? Because when you say, oh, my daughter ain't got to do nothing for no man, or what they say, no nigga, I got her. Okay, now when she get older, when she look for men and she look for love and affection, she looking for somebody that do that. Not protect her and take care of her and teach her how to grow and to take care of her kids.
Right.
She looking for a nigga just to fucking spoil her, give her some money to go buy some material shit, and that's it. And we gotta raise our daughters. Man, see, I don't even want to blame black men right now, but a lot of it is our fault because of what we let happen.
That's a fact.
We let a lot of shit happen, but I don't want to go into that direction here. When it comes to that, man, all I want to say is, man, the Righteous Fear is a home for me. I do have the best edibles in Detroit. Thank you, Mr. Goodbread, for the video that we did to explain how to vote.
No doubt.
I won in West Michigan in August. So as you know, I have the best show. I got a show coming up this Friday and Saturday that I am paid for. Well, I ain't gonna bring up the money, but I'm excited about it. I'm headlining it with Kid Hustle, which music did play on a Brose and Broski show.
Okay.
You know, the Shake Some and all that, that's Kid Hustle. You know, I tell my business partner, we about to do some shit, man. We already hit Grand Rapids last week. Where, you know, home of Floyd Mayweather, but y'all, they say his home is Las Vegas, but the motherfuckers from Grand Rapids, West Michigan, where I am the king at. But here it is, we ain't gonna go through that. But
yo, congratulations, man. Word, much love to you, man. You stay putting in that work too, man.
Fact.
Yeah, we got some stuff going on. Sometime in April, it's a show heading in Detroit where I get to come through. Trick performing, Switch It Up, a couple other Detroit artists that y'all probably don't know unless you on Decompressed Radio. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's no help with that. And for the women, it is a protection on these young boys that we can't do shit about because of the government, aka Antichrist.
Yep.
And they block a lot of stuff because the woman rather get 150 from the government when if they work with the man over a long haul, it's like 5 times as much as what you're getting when the government forces this on the man.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact.
You know, and I know because I lived through it and seen it, but it's a lot of assholes out here too. So, but I don't want to speak for them. I'm speaking for the good man. Hey, we need our chance out here. It's our time. We're not LeBron James. We're not about to sit here and hold the whole plight of all Black America, FBA, all this other shit, ADOS, whatever the fuck name y'all want to be, nigga in the hood, all the gang shit, whatever the fuck y'all want to be. Us here at the Righteous Sphere, we're not none of that shit. So y'all can take all them names, them titles. Y'all can take that shit. Matter of
Facts.
fact,
Let's go.
look,
Let's go.
take that shit and you stuff that shit, roll that shit up in a fat ass bun, smoke that shit to the face and man, and get your fucking high. Because this ain't where it's at. And I just don't like the fact that they trying to change the game. I already put you on Pearly because it happened. And in the game, they trying to change the game, bro. And the Righteous Sphere need they fucking credit and respect, aka Mr. Goodbread. And that's what it need to be. Please share. I don't care what platform you're on. If your boss is scared, you scared your boss gonna see something, share it on a different platform. Y'all always should have a platform that where you can just be who the fuck you want to be no matter what. Me, I'm doing it on every platform, but I can't speak for everybody else. But I don't see a lot of people out the Righteous Sphere sharing. And I have all y'all asses on my Facebooks and all that, y'all. I'm watching. I see you. Share.
Don't be scared, y'all. Somebody can use the information, y'all. A young guy definitely
Yeah.
see and click into that
Yeah.
thumbnail and it changes life, guys. That's how
Yeah.
you help. That's how you give to the community too, guys. Y'all know that.
Yeah, you did. Hey, you did get me shut down for 7 days on one of the things I shared though.
Oh, word? You might have shared that Rumble shit.
No, this was a couple months ago though. But yeah, I got you on Rumble. Oh yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. On the Rumble, Goodbread. Anybody on there? When you go to the thing, it's gonna ask you about reference and stuff. I think in the settings, whatever. Send that reference out. And then if you're gonna sign the Rumble, like watch Mr. Goodbread, go off that reference so he can get the credit for that. And it is monetized all the way through. But if you go that route, he get the credit for all that. And then in return, you get the credit.
No, that's
But I'm
good
on there,
information.
bro.
That's good
I'm on
information.
there. I wish I would have known before I found that out. But I'm on there, bro. I watched one of your videos, man. But yeah, man. I just wanted to come in. Thank you, bro. You just don't fucking know, man, what the hell you did, man, as a motivation behind the scenes and all, bro. Much respect, man. And I just want to let people know that, yeah, I am the edible champion. Yeah, Mr. Goodbread motivated me and helped me as a person, a friend, and the content. And I
Yep.
just wanted to come on and express my feelings on that,
It's a fact.
you know, to let people know. And this is a platform where you can learn and grow
Yes, sir.
and
Fucking
do
love you,
different
bro.
things.
Love you, bro. Word.
Thank you. Thank you. Much love, man. I'm going to try to start my show up again, man. I was lagging and my daughter was up on the computer. So so I had to cuss her out. I went to go buy me a half a pint of some cheap vodka. Got 2 blunts right here. I'm about to finish off this other half. I'm about to go through this Payroll Giovanni, Detroit artist, man. The best artist in probably in Michigan, to be for real. But hey, y'all get a chance, man. Decompress, Indulge, and Edibles on Facebook. That's my platform where my business is. If you got time, check it out. Besides that, much love to y'all. I'm gonna sit in the background.
Hey, before you tap out, let me ask you a couple questions, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hold on real quick.
Hey.
Let me introduce Zone real quick, guys. Give me this environment. Zone, what up, man?
Wrap up, strap up.
You already know. Give me 1 second, Zone. Go ahead, Bell.
Hey, Steven. Hey,
Yes, sir.
You in Detroit?
I'm from Pontiac, Michigan, which that I'm outside of Battle Creek now, so I'm 2 hours. It'll take me 2 hours to get to Detroit, literally right now, if I jumped in a car.
Well, okay. Well, as far as your industry, do you see a lot of black men in that industry? A lot of black people in that industry?
No, especially not over here in West Michigan, because I'm West Michigan. Detroit is East Michigan. No, and
Well,
I'm
even
one
through
of the few.
through your plights of your career, have you? I mean, you know what I'm saying. I know niggas is in the black market, but are are are,
Oh,
are black people like getting their hands dirty, touching roots? You know what I'm saying? As far as
um,
growing,
they are. It's a couple that I won't say because they like to stay in the background, and they
yeah. But
graduates from Michigan University actually,
so
and
basically,
they
a
from
couple.
like it's some, but what is happening here? Like me, if I wanted to really say this, I am the first black person that ever won Best Edibles in Michigan, Detroit, and West Michigan. I am that, but I didn't say nothing about it. But if somebody say that in the future, they lying because I'm the first black person.
Right, I know you came in tooting your horn, man. I'm just asking, like, how many niggas is in this field that
It's
because people we are consumers of this product, but I
It's not
mean,
a lot, man. Look, it's a very blackball. I set up a deal through Indiana to get shit through like Fort Wayne, South Bend, Gary, Indiana. When it comes to performing with me, Kid Hustle, and then I was gonna bring in the Decompress. And I had a company in West Michigan. They big. They the biggest ones. They
mhm.
told me if you doing business with that person, we're not affiliated with him or anybody that we affiliated with will not be affiliated with that. We just want to
You know,
let you know he's a thief and he steals. And
well
these is
See,
white.
see,
Look, that
well
was
they
white
put
on
you up,
white hate.
well they put you up on game. That ain't hate. That's
No,
that's doing you a solid.
oh, I know. I'm just saying that's white against white right there. They was talking about another white person.
That sounds like it's right against wrong.
right.
Yup. And,
That's how
and
we got to
look,
look
when
at it.
they told me that, I paid attention. So
But-
with that being said, bro, it's not a lot of black people, but I am an operator in Michigan, and that's really my profession. And yeah, it's very few black people in construction in Michigan. I mean, if it's 100 white guys out of every construction site in Michigan, there's probably only 5 blacks.
Well, I was talking about the cannabis.
Same thing.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, the process of getting a license, I mean, especially here in Oregon, Washington, Colorado, California, I mean, you don't even really need a license because you can have like 4 plants. You know what I'm saying? You could do 4 plants legally, and you can carry a certain amount on you legally. You know what I'm saying?
2.2
So it's
2.2 ounces per carry. In Michigan, it's 12 plants per person. So, and I got a card, and my wife do too. So I'm eligible for 48 times 2. So I'm eligible for 100 plants easy off rip. But it
right.
sounds cool and good, but it costs a lot for good soil. Good seeds cost a lot. The nutrients, and then if you're growing indoors or outdoors, if you're growing with electricity, it costs a lot, man. It's not as
Absolutely.
simple as people think it is. And the license, the application fee in Michigan, just the application fee is $5,000. That's the application fee, non-refundable. Now after that, you got different classes. You got class A, B, and C when it comes to growing. You got the micro grow license. You got I think I forgot the name of the one where you can just make edibles and all that shit. All of them all of them in general is like 15,000 for the license, bro. So if they come through and you fail, first of all, they taking that $5,000 that you put up just to sign the paperwork to tell them to come through. But then that other money you spent, okay, you spent 15. That's gone. If the state come through, and it's federal though, federal come through and you don't pass, so you just lost about 40 grand.
God damn.
Yep. So it's very hard, bro. Like if you really if I wanted to get in, it'd cost me over 100 grand, bro, just to get it set with growing.
Oh, I thought that's what you was doing.
That's hold up, bro. See, hey, man, hold up. Yeah, I do a little something.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm eligible for 100. Look, I'm eligible for 100. Actually, I'm eligible for what's that, 98, 96, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be very careful. And plus, I got what I'm doing now. I'm going to have a lot of shit going on where I'm at. That's why I don't want to.
Right. But I mean, we don't got to go to the extreme. We could you talk about 4 to 5 plants. It don't matter. I mean, you know what I'm saying? As far as, as far as the message, what I'm saying is this is something that a lot of brothers could be doing, especially if they consuming this, if they spending their money at a dispensary with the white man, they could be growing this shit themselves. And I mean, you know, a small operation don't cost 40,000. You know what I'm saying? You could put 1,500 into something if it's just personal.
Shit, look.
Or if it's just your
to
friends.
be honest, if you get 10 people, that's 1,000 a piece.
Right. But see, now you getting into big numbers. Let's keep it small. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You got big, you start choking and shit.
That's some fire, bro.
I'm fucking with you, man.
What's up with Zone, man? We ain't hear from Zone yet.
Salute, Zone, bro.
Nah, I'm just listening.
Thank you for watching my video and shit, bro. You know I had to take some of that off because in Battle Creek, Michigan, man, they about to do an article on me from winning that on edible stuff. And then I put a lot of my shit, I put it to links because I gotta separate that decompress that I got on Steve Top page. So they can go straight there. You know, I want to make sure it's all good, but Zone, man, I seen you out there watching me and shit, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man.
No doubt. You know, I'm always trying to support where I can. That's what I do.
What do you think about the topic, Zone? Can black man, can a black man thrive living in an all black neighborhood?
I mean, yeah, we can thrive blowing each other brains out. You know, we can thrive, you know, robbing each other and taking each other's 22s off of our Camaros.
And we known for that.
Yeah, we can thrive, you know, by running in and out of Shorty house when we know she a single mom and we know this, and the son right there playing the PlayStation. We can thrive at that when we all living together. We can do that. That's about the only thing we can do.
Oh, don't forget, we could thrive at giving the woman the power and letting her run the shit into the ground.
Oh yeah, that's number one.
Shit, we done that. We see how this shit is turning out.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man.
And to touch on to what Bell was going, I think he was going. It's sad that black men, we consume weed, we smoke weed, and nobody want to make money off of that. Like,
yeah, I thought Steve was going. I mean, I was trying to ask you the question, man, so you can educate some of the consumers around here, man. You know.
Listen, all right, guys. I listen. You know what? Steve, we're gonna do a live together because I know how to do that for the city boys. I know how to do that. You know what I mean? I know how to do that. You know what I mean? So we're gonna dedicate our own live to that. You know what I mean? We're gonna
Yeah,
have a
because that
connoisseur.
actually that talk is about 2-3 hours, man. That's why I
Definitely.
said I can't even speed it up.
Maybe
No way.
you can do the outdoor, I'll do the indoor. Cause I know how to do both. I know how to do both with the gravel and the rice drainer for the hydroponic. You can use the fish tank.
Yeah.
You just get your little 10-gallon fish tank. He gave me the look
Yeah.
like,
Hey,
all
no, I ain't
right.
even know. No, I'm on the mushrooms now, and I do the Super Mario's now.
All right.
I like to make the Super Mario's now.
Yeah, and guys, for those of you that's in the city, yo, projects. You want to be in the projects because y'all don't pay light or gas, so it's you good. You know what I mean? But
Nah, and
Yeah.
see, and
Yeah.
see,
All it
hey,
takes is
and
1 year,
see, the thing
one
is,
grow.
hey, see, this is another reason why you got to stay away from niggas, because as soon as niggas start smelling that shit, they gonna try to rob your ass.
yeah, or they're gonna tell on you. They're gonna snitch on you. They're gonna snitch on you.
They
Nah,
gonna
they're
rob you
gonna snitch
first.
on you.
They gonna rob you first because they know you ain't gonna tell.
Where the weed at? Where the weed at?
That's a fact. No, you know what it is too? It's too many herd thinkers. Like everybody will be trying to become a basketball player. Everybody will be trying to be a rapper. There's no diversity in the black community. It's just herd mindset, yo. You're gonna have 3 million people trying to sell weed, 3 million people trying to shoot a basketball, and 3 million people trying to rap drill.
But only a certain percentage is gonna make it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? There's 3 million motherfucking dispensaries around the country, and they mostly owned by white folks. So this is something that white folks been doing. I mean, anything that niggas is doing new, white folks has already done it. It's just
Yep.
the only thing new about it is that a nigga's doing it.
And I
Hey, yeah. And
and I
look, the
proved that
perfect
earlier today
example.
when I showed y'all the clothes and how man, they've been buying that. They've been wearing the shit that we take and spend all our money on. They wear it 2 seasons ahead of the time we get it, bro.
I mean, that's their shit.
Facts.
We ain't talking about black designers. We talking about white designers. That's their shit.
Oh,
Hey,
don't let us get a stimulus now. Don't let us get that stimulus. We
Yeah.
we gonna be at Greenbrier Mall in Atlanta, standing in that Gucci store line. You know, we gonna be there.
You know, and I was trying to get Steve to say, you know what I'm saying, that inspire brothers to, you know, if you indulge in that, grow your own shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what these white folks is putting in that shit.
But it's a
yeah,
mindset thing with these brothers, bro. You gotta remember they
That's
moms
what.
taught them how
Well,
to
if
play
you,
the blame game. They don't
well,
play
we
the
ain't,
risk game. And you know how
we
much
be,
risk?
yeah, we beyond that though. We talking about, I mean, we talking about brothers to brothers.
Oh,
Your
all
mom
right.
ain't gonna tell you how to grow. Your mom ain't gonna tell
yeah.
you how to consume
And,
weed. Your
and,
mom
and
ain't
and
gonna tell
look,
you how to.
Bell.
Your mom ain't gonna tell you how to hustle.
Yep, Bell. Look, you hit it on the nose, bro. Because what's happening with the dispensaries, bro? I'm at a place where they own the corners like liquor stores and churches.
Same
But
here.
and what's happening is they spray stuff on that flour to keep it good. When you go there and you look at it, and they display it to you. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Don't ever buy nothing off a display. And they say, "Oh, that's a nugget on display. Oh, that's a gram." This don't ever buy it. And if you buy something that's like flour, aka medical marijuana, aka that's what it is. I call it flour
And
because
you
it
don't.
grows on the plant.
And you don't know what pesticides they use either for the spider mites.
Exactly. Exactly. So, or when the whole myth of medical marijuana being organic is a fucking lie. Facts.
So that's
Absolutely.
That-
that's where I was getting at, man. I mean, you know, you would be safer growing your own shit when you know what's in it and you know what you know what you're consuming as
yeah,
black folks.
this right here is a whole big ass topic, actually, man. Like this topic right here is very big, man. And I didn't want to bring it to this though because this ain't for it right now. But yeah, man, and a lot of people need to grow their own shit. All it takes is 6 months, and you can buy auto seeds too, so you can grow them faster, so they bloom faster. But yeah, man, you sitting up in a project. She holding 3 babies, 2 of them crying. She yelling, you yelling at her, yelling at the custos.
Yeah, you ain't gotta
You
be
got
in
an
a
extra little
yeah.
basement spot. Hey, you got some grow spots. You got about 12 to 20 pots. Shit, that's already 30 grand. Especially if you do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you
All
ain't
it
gotta be
takes
in
is
a
a
only way
couple
to do it
grows.
right is don't bother these raggedy bitches, bro. Stay out these raggedy.
Yeah, they gonna tell.
She gonna.
They
Yo,
gonna
she ain't
tell
gonna
on
tell.
you.
She gonna fuck your whole shit up, bro.
Hey, Ray gonna come grab. Hey, and then
yeah,
Ray that's dating her
but you're doing
sister
it.
gonna come get some
Yeah,
shit.
but as far as the telling and all, I mean, you're doing it legally though. You ain't doing nothing illegal. You just keep niggas out your business. Period.
Yep.
Whether it's
Because
legal or illegal, for especially illegal. But I mean, it's legalized shit.
Nah, not in the city, not in New York, not to
no,
pro,
not there. I
not
can't
over
wait till
here.
they do it legally there,
You
man.
gotta make sure
Yeah,
you keep it low key.
yeah,
Don't be
y'all.
showing all your friends, cause niggas got the big mouth. Niggas got the beta mouth lips. You can't tell nobody, bro. You can't tell
Exactly.
nobody. Fuck
Why
Hey,
is that?
Brad.
Why is that, good bread? Why is that?
what?
Why is that? Why can't you tell nobody?
Cause
Because
these
you're around.
niggers
Because
in
you're
the black
around. You
community,
goddamn right. You
niggas.
goddamn right. But yeah, man. Yeah, I was gonna. Zone came in. I was gonna finish up, man. As far as you know, this topic.
It was a good one. Go ahead,
Yeah.
man.
Was
It's a good one.
you done, Steve?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna get my ass off here, man. And like I said, man, when y'all got a chance, man, check me out, man. Decompress, Indulgent Edibles, man. Decompress LLC. Holla at me, man. Besides that, man, everybody I see on here, I know about and I watch. So I want y'all to be safe, man. Much love to y'all, man. Good bread, man. Thank you, bro. You played a major part on me jumping to the next level. And we'll talk behind the scenes on all that. But we got to get some shit popping, y'all. Y'all take care, man. Bell, you was cooking today. I ain't got shit to say, bro. You
Right
spoke for
on.
me, man.
I'm finna
Thank you, sir.
touch. I'm finna touch on your parenting too in a minute. But I'm gonna let we ain't gonna go back and forth. But I'm just gonna let you go because everybody got their own parenting style and everybody got
Go
their
ahead.
own.
Go ahead, man. Much love, man. Say what you say. I know everything you say you mean it in love and everything, bro. So I already know
Absolutely,
what
man.
it is. Y'all take
Absolutely.
care,
Hey, man.
bro.
Hey,
All right,
much
Steve.
success too, man.
Yo, love you, Steve, man. You already know, bro.
Peace and blessings, brother.
Now, check this out. As far as this black community, man, the reason why I talk so much about the black woman, because the black woman has been put in position to where, she's raising these babies. We call her the backbone of the community. uh, we push her to different heights of the first black woman. This we even got high schools in Portland, Oregon. Well, and some other, Beaverton, Portland, Happy Valley, whatever, that's named after black women.
God damn.
Yeah. And then as far as we get excited about the vice president, you know what I'm saying, even though she ain't got no black in her, but she ain't white, so they consider her black. uh just any little fucking symbolism of the black woman. We got so many in politics, you know what I'm saying. I don't know what kind of strength they have and what they really do or whatever, but they do promote bullshit. The Maxine Waters, the this fucking bitch over there in Chicago. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like she's more concerned about being a lesbian and a black woman and And if shit don't go right, well, you guys are just talking bad about me because I'm black and I'm lesbian, or just stupid shit.
Don't forget the twerking senator.
Right.
I mean, all these positions that these black women are in, and then we praise single motherhood, and see, and with all this death in the black community, and all these kids that are dying, all these kids that are growing up fucked up, they don't want to take the credit for it. They don't take accountability, nothing. You know what I'm saying? We got kids, mamas twerking with kids on TikTok and shit, and they think that's all right because they know ain't nobody gonna chop them up. Ain't nobody gonna ridicule them for nothing. They do. And you got bitches on there that will praise these motherfuckers for doing that shit. Like, go on, girl. And you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man, because we don't put shame into the shameful shit that black people do. And we need to bring shame back. We need to bring chopping a nigga up back. You know what I'm saying? Amongst your friends. One of your partners is doing some stupid shit. Hey man, you pull that nigga aside, man, that's some sucker ass shit you did, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We've gone away from that. And the thing about black women, if you had the discipline, if you want to be respected, if you want to be looked in a higher regard, you got to change yourself. We as niggas, we always want everybody else to change, but we are reluctant to change. We want you to like us as white people, but we want to act a fool and keep saying we don't like you as a white man or a white, white this, and we need to stop using our failures to blame it on racism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't trying your hardest to achieve something, because I don't know. I ain't really heard of too many niggas that said, "Oh man, I tried to apply for this job, man, but they wouldn't hire me because I'm black."
Right. It's too many winners.
But then I hear niggas say, "Man, I ain't working for the white folks." But then you'll go to jail and you'll work for the white folks and you'll work for $1 a day in prison.
Proudly.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Not proudly, but you'll sign up for slavery and you'll work for $1 a day doing some stupid shit. So you'll take a penitentiary chance on something that will give you 10 to 20 years or whatever. And now that's free slavery for the white man.
Mm-hmm.
And what got you in there is because you committed a crime on another nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Key point. Key point.
You see what I'm saying?
Key fact.
Slam
You ain't
dunk.
committed a crime trying to rob the richest white man.
Or killing
You ain't slap Zimmerman. You ain't slap Zimmerman because you ain't in there because you slapped Zimmerman. Yo, guys, before we wrap the show on up, I'm inspired. I got another little video. I'm gonna clip this as a whole. I'm gonna clip this as a short form content joint. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna take it from right now. What's up, guys? Thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, hit that like button. That's how you pay your school tuition. Keep in mind that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions. We cater to the truth, and we do not complicate it. All right, guys, I got the gang with me today. So we're going to be reacting to a guy, black guy, who doesn't read the room very well. He goes to Becky and he asks, how do guys get her number? Keep in mind, guys, this is what I mean by not being emotional intelligent. Part of being emotional intelligent is understanding, reading the room. You got to know when shit ain't right, when you're not welcome. You got to know when you're outnumbered. You got to know these things. You can't just be walking in the room blindly. That's how stupid shit happened to you. But now look at this fool, though, guys. Let's look at this shit.
How y'all doing? How are you? I just want to ask all three of y'all ladies a question. Okay. What determines, you guys giving a man your number?
Why are you videoing us?
Nigga look like a fucking lame.
Guys that's watching that want
It
advice.
should be a profit environment.
If we're desperate. If you, that's the only way you're giving them your number?
I like to get to know someone before I extend my number to them.
Okay.
Yeah. But it wouldn't be here. It would be
Correct.
out at a bar or at an event.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And what's the right way for a guy to approach a woman?
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be just be nice.
Introduce yourself. Okay, so don't be weird about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Be
Yeah, be
confident.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spark the conversation. All right. And what determines if you give him your number or not?
If I'm like feeling something, like a connection, or I want to get to know you more.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, but I don't give my number to anyone, so I'm the wrong person to ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, guys, what do you think? What's the first thing? Shit, I'm gonna have to edit that. All right, now, guys, what y'all think of that right there, yo? Now, did he read the room very well? They looked very awkward and uncomfortable. Okay, Al, what you think?
You're lame.
Facts.
Zone?
I agree with OKO. That it wasn't even the right environment at all. At all.
DeBell, what you got for that one right there, man?
Man, that was some weak ass shit. I mean, it was awkward as a motherfucker. It made the bitches uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Here, this nigga with all this bullshit on his neck and side of his head and shit, asking little stupid ass basic questions and shit. You know what I'm saying? You talking to grown ass women, and the thing is, here they at the counter about to pull their money out, and here a nigga is with a camera trying to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that was the awkward part right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I mean, I done seen all you dumbass niggas on the internet robbing people and doing all kind of stupid shit, and here I am about to pay for my merchandise, and a dumbass nigga is sitting up here talking about, how do you ask a girl for her number? I mean, nigga, how did you get them tattoos on your neck, nigga? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, god damn.
He got a shit all on his face though. Like, this is what I mean, guys, when I tell you about knowing your surroundings. Like, he ain't even got a suit on. Like, if you gonna shoot your shot at a female in this setting, in this type of environment, you know what I mean? Dress for success. That's what that means.
And not only that, man, don't do it at the cash register, nigga. Do it out there in the fucking hallway in the mall when people walking back and forth and shit. Don't do it at the fucking cash register. That's dumb.
Yo, listen, this is what you call red pill rage. I'm gonna need y'all to unsubscribe from them stupid ass channels before you start doing stupid shit like this. All right, stop doing stupid shit, yo. Yo, stop.
Oh man, but that first one though, that was my type of bitch.
I knew the man was gonna say that. That's why I played this guy.
That was a 90210 right there, nigga. That was what you call a Blake Carrington. Okay.
Yo, you see how he got more action from the stud? Yo, he got more action for the little one on the side.
Yeah, because she gonna tell you how to approach a bitch and how to get the number. She the one that had most of the answers.
She was the most masculine one in the scene. She was the real masculinity. She had the real masculinity.
That was a dyke, ain't it?
Yeah, she gonna tell you how she do it.
Yo, guys, man, I fucking love y'all, man, for real, man.
Yeah, but you know, I just need to go ahead, man. Goodbread, you sure know how to cut a nigga off, man. You start to be a professional. No, I'm fucking.
No, my bad. Go ahead, bro. I told you, man. You so smooth that your pauses, they don't be commas, bro. You got to know how to do the verbal commas, because you be pausing, you be period, and then you pick right up.
Yeah, I wanted to digest the shit a nigga saying, and then, you know, before I move on.
I'm gonna play it back. Then.
What part?
The whole thing.
What are you talking about?
Wait, you still talking about the you still talking about the
No,
main
no.
chapter? What you talking about?
No. When you said pauses when I speak.
Oh, yeah, because you'll pause, right? You'll be like,
Yeah, that's what I said. I need you to digest what I just got done saying so I can tell you some more. I mean, sometimes, man, you don't put a steak in a baby's mouth, man. You kill the baby, man.
oh, nah.
Baby
When you
can't
talking to
chew.
me,
Baby
son, I
can't
got a
chew the
big
steak.
mouth, man.
I'm fucking with you, man.
I got a big, nah, son. I used to it. Nah, man, nah. Yeah, but nah, I uncomplicate the common sense for them. But you ain't gotta do
Yeah.
that shit to me. So you
Okay.
listen
I
to me, son.
fam. But I mean, I was getting vulgar, man, talking about bitches and punk black bitches and shit like that. I just want to say something for the black women.
Okay.
For the black women, and where I was getting at about, the positions that you are in. You are in a very important position when you have children that that's up under your tutelage, that's up under you know what I'm saying, that you're supposed to be nurturing and getting ready for the world, you know um whether you're not in a relationship with the dad or not, you gotta think about this child that you're raising, you know what I'm saying, because um whether that man is in your child's life, in your life, whatever the case may be, um whatever he does is a plus, and don't never fuck that plus off. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is about your life could be a whole lot easier if you love yourself. If you love yourself, you wouldn't put yourself in certain positions. You would have some kind of standard about yourself to where you don't even fuck with certain niggas. You know what I'm saying? Um, you would have a love about yourself that you would take a nigga through an evaluation process before you even indulge in sexual activity or whatever the case may be, because you got to be thinking about the future. And a lot of people ain't thinking about the future. They fucking first and thinking last, and then they get themselves in a fucked up position to where you know they start getting discouraged and they start building hatred and getting frustrated and shit, and you don't know where to channel that frustration. So a lot of it goes into the kid, and the kid knows when you got hatred in your household, when you got hatred for your relatives, and you got hatred for your friends, when you got hatred for whatever. A kid sees that. So all I'm saying, as far as black women need to be self-aware of what you're doing, and sometimes you can make your life a lot easier by the choices that you make and the decisions that you make and the people that you are around and you bring yourself around, because even if you don't have a child, if you are just a single black woman out in the world, you need to evaluate your surroundings, because sometimes even your homegirls, if your homegirls is doing some foul shit, people gonna look at you like you were them, like you were part of them. And if you're not, and if you ain't speaking up on certain shit that is right and wrong, because we are a culture of niggas that go along to get along. We care about what people think. We care about what people say about us and all this type of shit. And we need to stop doing that shit. We need to stop giving a fuck about these niggas that say shit about us, that think certain ways about us or whatever, because when you dead, you're gonna be forgot about anyway. Ain't none of these niggas coming to your funeral, and ain't none of these niggas gonna put no money up on your funeral. When you gone, you
it's
gone.
true. It's damn true.
So while you alive, you might as well stand for something. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like everybody else just because everybody else is a certain way and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes, man, you got to stand out amongst the crowd. If everybody getting tattoos and shit, be the one that ain't got the tattoos. If everybody drinking and getting fucked up, be the nigga that ain't getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But we talk about, getting fucked up all the time anyway. And then in the same breath, we talk about racism, but you getting fucked up on the white man's poison. Ah. But yeah, man, that's all I got to say, bro.
That's a fact, yo. Yo, DeBell, man, you got MVP for tonight, bro. Word up. Word up. Definitely, DeBell, man. Listen, I tell you guys all of the time, man, racism is all in your mind, guys. This shit is good versus evil. It's rich versus poor, bro. White privilege is black stupidity. You'll be surprised when you start to get some white privilege, you'll start to learn how stupid you was for believing what you was believing before you got it. But you looking at 4 black men who got some white privilege. I mean, nobody gave us anything. We all went out there, we dug in the mud, and we got our white privilege. And we use it to our advantage. We leverage it to get more white privilege. And you better get you some, yo. Know what I mean? That's all I gotta say though, guys. But as far as living in an all black neighborhood, and I mean I like my Chinese food. You know what I mean? I like the Spanish people. I like my Spanish food. I don't want to be around my people all day, every day. You know what I mean? Because my people have become so feminine and like feminine energy, you don't need that up around you every day, all day. Because then you become feminine. So you know what I mean? I pass. Yo, I salute everybody that came out to watch today. Definitely all my guests on the panel, but y'all ain't guests no more. You know what I mean? Yeah, shit. All my peoples, all the good breads on the panel. Salute to you guys. You know what I mean? Check out everybody. We gonna get the Bella channel. In fact, yeah. We gonna go, yeah. We gonna get the Bella channel, yo. We gonna be we got 3 of them popping right now. We gonna give the Bell one of them shits, yo. I'm gonna figure something out and I'm gonna change everything. I'm gonna put him a banner and the bell just gonna be lit from that channel right there. That's gonna be the Bell channel, and we gonna do it. We gonna do it for real, MVP, man. Salute to you, man. Thank you for just bringing such quality, and you made this live right here. You know what I mean? Between you and Candace, man, y'all motherfuckers is on their neck.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
y'all on their neck, man.
Hey, bro, I love the fact, man. I shot you them Farrakhan, little clips, man. I love the shit out that man.
Oh, bro, but you know I'm his son, though, right?
Yeah.
I'm Farrakhan's son, man. True story, yo. No lie. Me and Farrakhan, my son, he was talking about me. This clip right here, he was talking about me, yo.
Mr. Farrakhan, why do you think people are so afraid of you?
Truth makes those who are guilty of having deceived the people feel uneasy because they know the truth uncovers a lie and destroys it. Again, there are those who have always feared that someone would come along that black folk would really listen to, that they didn't control. And that would mean possibly the unification of the masses of black people, and this, some fear, as a sign of the end of their power and authority over our lives.
Mr. Farrakhan, why do you think?
And that's a fact, bro. They can't do nothing with us, y'all. They can't do nothing with us, y'all. The righteous fear is like nothing else, yo. They can't do nothing with us.
Yes, indeed, man. Hey, man, I encourage everybody, man. Hey, man, when there's some shit that ain't right, man, don't be scared, man. Have the courage to speak on it, man. If something don't sound right, I mean, even in conversation, I mean, if there's something that you disagree with, speak up on it. Speak up on it, because when you give a person your point of view, it may make them think like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You right. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't even get a chance to speak on Stephen T when he was talking about, raising a daughter, because I got 2 daughters, and the thing is, when you got daughters, a father, the thing, because it was saying something about spoiling, and there's nothing wrong with spoiling a black child, because black children don't get spoiled. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, they need to know who shit is coming from, and who the hierarchy is, who the king in their life, and who the man that is going to give them a compliment and don't ask for nothing in return. A man is going to give them a compliment and tell them they're beautiful and tell them they're a princess and tell them they everything without expecting something from her. You know what I'm saying? So that is a man's duty, is to take care of and protect his daughter. To then it should be hard for a nutting ass nigga to come at her with some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because she already knows how she's supposed to be treated by her father.
Yep.
So when you treat her any other kind of way, then she knows that that's not the man for her. And that's how a lot of black, a lot of black women kill that off from their children, because they didn't have it. When they didn't have their daddy in their life, they figure that we can do it without a daddy, because there's so many generations of black bitches that ain't got a father in their life, or was poisoned by the mothers and everybody on their father. So they didn't really have any kind of gratitude for a man, or they took men for granted. And that's how you raise hoes. Because when you have these men that have kids and they getting turned against them and poison and shit like that, that's how you have a disrespect for the man that raised you and men around you. So it's easy to look at a man as a dollar sign, because obviously when this girl doesn't have a father in her life, she ain't gonna have she ain't gonna have no game about herself. She ain't gonna have no skills. So the very thing that's between her legs is the thing that she gonna use to get what she want.
That's a fact.
And that's why you got all these strippers and all these hoes and shit. And most of them are in this fucking town, wherever you live. They are from there. They working there. You go up in a strip joint, you ask a bitch where she from, she gonna say she's from down the street, or she went to school right around the corner, or whatever, and she ain't gonna have no motherfucking concern about a man from her family walking in here seeing her naked, because she don't give a fuck already.
Yep. Because nobody care, and she know nobody.
Well, it ain't about nobody care. She don't care. She don't care.
And she only care because nobody give a fuck. Kids know when they parents
She
don't give
does
a fuck
not
about
care. The first thing she gonna say is, shit, they don't pay my bills.
Exactly, because they don't care. It's no care, it's no love in that crib. These women don't love. They don't give, they don't show the love.
Yeah, man. So I mean, there you go, man.
Again, man. This is Patreon type stuff. Y'all know how we do. We leave these things up. These are for the people. We really want to see everybody win. You know what I mean? Again, I gotta play this back right quick because this was highly important. This is why I love when we get on here and we tell y'all the raw truth, because not a lot of people telling y'all the truth. Not a lot of black folks tell black people the truth. Not a lot of black folks tell black people the truth either. Everything based off a lie.
Interesting is the way he challenges the black elite. He talks about the black elite that's on TV and speaks that honest truth that we've always talked about on this platform, that a lot of times the worst ideas get out to the black community because the Negroes on TV care nothing about actually going in and building for the community. And the reason they don't is because if they do that, they'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball. They'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball.
And that's a fact, though. That's a fact. All you got is you. That's why you can't be looking to the outside. Look within yourself, yo. Look within yourself, guys. All you got is you. And ain't nobody gotta give you nothing. And that's okay. It's okay that all you got is you. You know what I mean? So many people act like that's a bad thing. Like you need somebody to give you something. You need somebody to throw you a bone. You can make that whole bone yourself, bro. Know what I mean? Yo, guys, anything else y'all want to add? Anything else y'all want to add before we close it on up?
Shout out to Uncle Boyce Watkins. I know, man. I know Boyce get a hard time because, because of things he say, man. But that, I ain't gonna lie, man. That dude is one of the most brilliant dudes that I ever heard speak in my life. And he holds down Farrakhan just like the Bell and Mr. Goodbread.
That's a fact.
I've seen him on YouTube say that he would give his life for Mr. Farrakhan. So, I mean, and I've seen him sitting next to Farrakhan, almost like a protector. So, I know he gets a lot of, he get a lot of that, but yeah, man. But great show. What I caught about it. And I just want to touch on something like what the Bell was saying about how, when it's like a party atmosphere, be the guy that don't get messed up. And when people are everybody got tattoos, be the guy that don't got a tattoo. And I would say that for the most part, I'm that guy. On my live stream last night, I was talking about how I don't drink when I'm in public because I get paranoid. For the simple fact that if something happens, I need to be 100% coherent. And I think, I think that's important. Like I don't have any tattoos. So like I always been that guy to do the opposite thing. I always been that dude to do the opposite thing. You know what I mean? And I've been clown for that my whole life. But with that, that's what gave me the strength to like be the person I am, to be the father that I am, to be as transparent as I am, to talk about trials and tribulations that I've been through, because I've been that dude who everybody's like, he's a nerd or he's a square or he did. I've been that dude, and a lot of people that used to talk about me negatively did, they are not on my level at this point. So I thought that was really cool what the Bell said, and I would just encourage anybody out there to, like you said, Mr. Goodbread, be you, be yourself. It's nothing wrong with being alone. It's nothing wrong with being yourself. It's nothing wrong with being the person that you were made to be. It's nothing wrong with that. And get in a group of like-minded people. We got a lot of different sectors here on YouTube and social media. Find your group and stay with that group. I had a little conversation with the homie Aviated Views Sound. And I talked to him, and I just wanted to tell him because I feel like he got a really good heart and he got a really good spirit. And that was one of the things that I told him, is that you got to be really careful in these YouTube spaces because, a lot of these people, this is their life. YouTube is their life. And he's, based on some stuff that he told me, he's a young man that actually got shit going on outside of YouTube. Mr. Goodbread, when I saw you go live this morning, from your hustle, I thought that was one of the most G things I ever seen. Cause like you said, a lot of people, they are just on their YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like last night, I was outside, in front of trains, talking to people in 45-degree weather, like real life stuff.
Real, like, word.
So, I just thought a lot of powerful stuff was said here tonight. And, you know, just be you. Don't be afraid to be you. Don't take what people say in these online spaces personal, because it's easy to be something that you are here online that you're not in real life. So, you know, just find a good space, rock with that space, and, you know, just be true to who you are.
That's a fact, yo. And it's true, guys. Trust me, yo. Trust me. Take it from somebody who got the tattoos, got all that. If I could go back, bro, I wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have got tattoos. You know what I mean? We all learn at our own pace, though. But when God call you, bro, God call you. And listen, bro, stop fucking rejecting them, yo. You know what I mean? Stop rejecting them, yo. But word, y'all, we out of here, man. We out of here, y'all. Shit, real, bro. Shit was real. This was lit, man. I'm hyped. I'm gonna watch this shit again right quick.
Welcome to the righteous sphere.
Hold on, go ahead.
Yeah, Zone. I wish you go live walking through that goddamn Scottsdale Mall.
It's coming.
Yeah,
It's coming.
Yeah, yes, indeed.
Yo,
Gotcha.
how I knew that was the bell that I cut off right there. I'm like, God damn, I hope it wasn't the bell. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put my number on your screen.
We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth. Every New Year's I have black-eyed peas and collard greens with a side of cornbread. I'm down for the cause.
You are not niggers. You are not coons. You may smoke reef and drink wine and do crazy, wicked things, but you are not a wicked person by nature. You have lent yourself to wickedness, but you are a divine creature that must now come into the knowledge and power of your own divinity. And no preacher can resurrect you into your divinity. It takes God himself to bring you into your own divine nature. So we're not dealing with prophets. We have walked out of prophet teaching. This is the time and the presence of God. So I don't talk about God will come. God is already here. And he's working in me to resurrect you to your divine nature.